6 minutes, the game's done.
Yeah. I like how Brad's looking at us like I have no clue what's going on right now.
And
What does it mean to turtle?
It means to slow down the game and just basically draw it out as long as fucking possible.
Yeah,
Oh.
basically, like you're supposed to like charge into the enemy base and destroy their structures. Basically, that's how you win. Turtling is you literally sit in your defenses and just let them come to you as slowly as possible, and yeah, like it's full on defense. That's what it is, and it basically just
got
drags
it.
the game
We are
out
live,
forever.
by the way.
Hey, look
Oh.
at that! In the middle of a
All right.
conversation.
Always in the middle of a conversation. Always in the middle of a conversation. Let's see here, we'll get some action here. Let me go post about it.
Yeah.
All
Let me
right.
see that link you posted so I can watch it.
Oh, and then someone leaves. Who left? Did Ashley
Ashley
leave?
left.
Can you ask her to join back in? Because she just screwed up the cameras. Can she just sit there and mute herself? Please.
She said what? Well, because he had the camera situated the way
I
they were.
forgot that she was in there when I was organizing these.
You can just join in and mute yourself or do whatever you want.
Yeah, as long as she
You
just
can
populates her.
listen to how Brad plays Raven, and you know.
Tell her
All
please,
right.
please.
So it's about.
Yeah, she will.
I suppose we need to do a recap real quick. We are in ShadowDale. We have spoken with Lord Morngrim. We have spoken with Elminster, the Sage of ShadowDale, and it is about mid-afternoon, and we are going to take care of some business that the party wants to do as they seek to do some business around town.
Yeah, we have some downtime, right? Basically at this
Yeah,
point.
whatever you want to do. All right. So I got the party marker up. Um, who wants to be in charge of moving it to where we're going?
Oh, I could do it.
Okay. So let me get to the key real
So
quick.
are we at Elminster's right now, or did we just leave?
I don't know. I put you outside the Twisted Tower.
Okay. So I think we were there. We were talking to him. Did Scottsdale ever get to ask about his map?
No.
You're muted.
No, he
There
was
you go.
turned into a frog.
Oh, that's right. Well, didn't you
He
weren't a
called
frog?
Elminster Elmo and was not on the top of the positive list.
Did he turn you into a frog again when we were in the tower?
No, when I asked him afterwards, he just ignored me.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He was, yeah.
I think he cast silence on you at that time.
He did also do that to him once as well.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, Cat's here.
Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you want should Ashley leave now? Will that be?
No.
fix all your
Ashley
stuff now that
can
she's there?
sit right there.
Well, no, because Kat's here.
Yeah, no, I know. It actually didn't. The
Okay.
way I organized the cameras, it's actually didn't mess up anything.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm just waiting for Kat to turn on her camera.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. And look, you get a picture of Dormac now, and Nyx.
Dormac.
Dormac.
Dromac.
Dromac. Sorry.
I like Dormac better.
Sorry, let me just
There's
organize you
Kat.
guys over here. Let's just move you over here.
Good morning.
Move you over here.
Hopefully we didn't get you up too early.
You over here. You over
There
here.
we go.
Yes.
Thank you,
You over-
Mike.
Oh yeah,
I'm
give me
in so
1
much
second
pain.
just to grab a
That's why I'm
picture.
sorry for sleeping.
You're okay. We are very understandable people. Except for
Whoop.
Scottsdale. Scottsdale very upset.
Whoop.
I'm sorry.
He was
Whoop.
like crying a little bit. No, I'm just playing. Everybody was cool. There's not a problem.
There we go.
Like we're pretty good about people like running late. It's just like I said, it's just a weird play on the cameras. Like the cameras just don't like to be messed with. I am echoing through somebody. Hello? Okay, now I'm not.
Is it me?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Okay, we are all
Oh.
set. There we go, guys.
We all have cameras today. That is so cool,
Isn't
folks.
that great?
Woo! Let's go.
Uh, uh, all right, so I'm looking at where you guys are. You tell me what you want to do in town here.
So does anyone have any things they want to get out of the way, like right now?
Well, definitely need to try and sell the dragon parts.
That's
That should
true.
be
That would be up there.
and we should go to the blacksmith first because he's will definitely be able to tell us where to sell the rest of the pieces after he takes what he needs for the armor.
True.
Oh, and we need an alchemist too, because we want to try and turn
I
that
want to do
stuff
a
in there.
potion.
So let's
Yeah.
start. Let's start with the blacksmith.
Blacksmith, yeah.
Looking around, do I see any like people in the streets?
All right. Do you see people in the streets? Well, you definitely see some soldiers at the east end of the bridge.
Those are the
Okay.
ones that checked us for the second time when we crossed the first area.
Correct.
Going up to K. K, sir, can I please have one of the dragon scales from your bag?
I gave mine to Thoroughbrand. I only had one.
What? Then how are you making dragon scale armor? If you had
Well,
We had-
doesn't
we
someone
had-
else have it?
Yeah, we have plenty. I'm pretty sure I have most of it.
what?
Yeah.
That seems like
I'm not carrying any of the dragon stuff.
I mean, you're so much stronger than him. I don't. Why am I not carrying these things? Actually, I don't know. I just need one. Just one.
Sure.
Thanks. And I'm gonna take it over to the guards, please.
Okay. And what do you say?
Excuse me. We're new here, and I was just hired to like work here, but I'm looking for the blacksmith to get some new gear. So I have this dragon scale, and I'll show it to them.
Whoa.
From
He,
this,
he's pretty impressed. He's never seen a dragon scale before.
see that guy over there? I point to K with my thumb. Straight killed it by himself. So I was there. I didn't even have to do anything, man.
They don't believe you. They do not believe you.
I didn't believe it either because he's so small. But his god and him are like this. They're so tight. I've never seen it. In fact, he killed himself the other day. Anyway, it's a story for another time. Do you know where the blacksmith is? And don't make that guy mad.
And he tells you that the smithy is the third, well, actually, the fourth building past Elminster's house on the left.
I'll go back and relay it to the party and hand Kay the dragon scale, even though I got it from Neeks. You should hold on to this in case I need it later. I will misplace it for sure.
I'll look at Inks. Is that okay if I just hold on to it, I guess?
Sure.
Alright.
I have
He's all,
enough
he's all looking
for-
at his bag like, yeah, I guess. I'll spare the
Yeah.
one. You know?
I mean, I have enough to make at least one set of armor myself, so I don't think one will be a problem.
All right.
All right. So as you guys are walking down the street here,
A Jurassic
Um,
shows up.
Yeah.
this
Oh.
You all die
this
horribly.
here is a gallows. As you pass that, this is the uh, Temple of Dawn.
Okay.
So if you guys, I gave you guys all a copy of the map. So if you want to make your notes for any other things that you want to do when we're in town, go ahead and feel free. All right. So where you are right now, the first building past Elminster's Tower is it's got a sign out front, and it's obviously that of a clothes maker.
The first one on the right. Did you say?
On the left.
On the left. Okay.
Let's see. All right, Tulba the Weaver. That is the first shop. All right, the second shop. Second shop has a sign that has a little brick wall on the sign, and it is the home of the town's mason. Now, the third and fourth building are the smithy. The third building is Bron Selgard's house. The fourth building there is the actual smithy itself, and it has a large, wide open kind of entrance, and you can see right in. There are multiple people. Let me just find out for you how many are there. Uh, 1, 2, 3. You see 4 blacksmiths hard at work, and they are repairing weapons and armor and going to town. There's one that's obviously the senior of the bunch, and you can guess that he is Bron himself. The other ones are younger and slighter. What do you do?
Well, guys, I feel like getting us here is pretty much. I don't wear armor. I barely wear clothes. So somebody else should definitely talk to this guy. Unless you like my fashion.
I think I'd like to keep my armor on. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Dromac might join you in the partial nudity program.
excellent, Dromac. Excellent decision.
Who was the dragon armor going to be for?
I believe we had collected enough for 4 that there was going to be 1 missing. So we had enough for 4 sets. And then we had some miscellaneous ones that Dromac made into necklaces.
Oh yeah, out of character. We had enough for 4, but I don't wear armor, so it wasn't a big deal. As long as Scottsdale gets the equivalent value for his curse, you guys. Otherwise, he turns on you. You can't forget that curse. I'm in game. I'll remind you of it. I'm just out of game. I'm also reminding you of it. Because I don't want to eat anybody. Ara, definitely, mostly.
Definitely most.
Well, you see, this is a flurry of activity, and soldiers will be coming and going right from the Twisted Tower with wagon loads of stuff that need to be just honed to a fine edge, and such like that. And these guys are working grindstones. They are going to town.
I'm going to let you guys deal with this. I think I might go visit that weaver and have my beautiful flag of tear mended that's on the back of Helian's saddle because he has full chainmail barding, so he has that saddle. So I'm like, I think I'll let you guys do this armor, but on the way back, maybe I can get a new robe. I'm thinking too for myself. What do you think?
Why not?
It might not be a bad idea to have a spare, in case something happens.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Let's not go crazy with money here. Who are we?
I think you can
Well, look,
splurge in Scottsdale.
Also, I did have to cover you with my robe last time, and I'm not as big as you, so it only covers so much.
It was like you drying yourself off
so
after a
cute,
shower
though.
with a hand towel is what it looked like. It wasn't a pretty sight for the people that were watching.
I'm just really trying to think about the children.
That's right. Think about the kids.
The blacksmith, meanwhile, like,
I guess I'd start walking up and I'd try and wait till so I'm not interrupting something immediately because I don't want to interrupt what they're doing immediately. Look for the head one and just kind of be like, excuse me, is there anyone we could talk to about commissioning some items?
He'll he'll see you coming when you shout out to him. He'll see your large group, and he'll finish up the one that he's working on, and he'll come over. He says, the name's Braun. How can I help you?"
We have these dragon scales that we've come across, and I'll pull some of the dragon scales out and be like, we were thinking of getting maybe some armor for a few of us.
Oh. And he admires, he's looking at scale by scale, looking at them, and he's admiring them. He goes, "Well, what kind of armor are you interested in?"
I mean, me personally, scale mail's probably the best thing I would wear. I'm not really much of a heavy armor person, and can't speak for the rest of them. I'll just kind of point over to them, like, you know, tell the man what you want.
Yeah, we can
So
get a couple of good shields for shield wearers.
I mean, I can only wear light armor, but can I get some gauntlets out of this?
Do you use a shield?
Mm-mm.
Could we
I
use
don't know
no,
how to
scales
use a
for
shield.
some sort of light armor?
um,
I
I
think the
mean,
only
he
thing you
could
could do is
probably work
studded,
something
maybe.
in, yeah, with
Studded,
studded
yeah.
leather. He
And
could work something in with that.
maybe
Okay.
just get the base RAC, but get the dragon resistance bonus. That'd be cool,
That'd be
right?
cool,
Hmm.
yeah.
Right.
That'd be
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
the same AC as studded leather, but it would have a bonus
Whatever the
For poison
for
or
resistance,
the,
something like that.
poison. Thank you.
yep.
Poison.
Are we doing like
Yeah.
the standard one, or is there like a specific one we should be looking at for what it's going
The
to be
armor.
doing based off of what we do?
Oh, it's standard dragon
Uh,
scale armor made out of dragon
Okay.
pouch. Generally gives you resistance to dragon. It doesn't generally gives you resistance to damage of that same type.
Okay, yeah. Because this one, what does it say? Scale mail. Um, it says it gives you gain a
point.
+1 bonus to AC if it's scale mail, so that would make it a 15 plus 2 dex.
Ooh, that's much better than what I have.
And
It's
then it
I would
solid,
says
dude.
absolutely take that.
Well,
so
it's because
for
think about
Yeah,
it, it's
with
meant to be scale mail. Like it
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
is. This is its ideal form.
Absolutely.
So you get advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons, and you have resistance to poison damage.
yep.
Ooh.
You can focus your
Ooh.
senses as an action to magically discern the distance and direction of the closest green dragon within 30 miles of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds potentially useful.
You just for everyone to know though, because it's scale mail, and this is just also too for viewers, but you would have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Stealth stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in scale mail.
Hmm.
But
That's not ideal.
Wouldn't it
I
just
would
be scale mail of poison resistance though? Armor of poison resistant scale mail?
well no, because it's green dragon
Yeah,
scales
screen dragon
armor. It's more
scales.
powerful.
Oh, that's thick.
Yeah,
Awesome.
because it's going to be completely made out of dragon scales.
That is way more than I thought we were getting.
Yeah.
I literally thought we were getting the basic, like just
Yeah. It's full on like it's like this is nice stuff basically
that's
cuz like
so
you don't get
strong.
this kind of stuff normally.
Yeah, I
So
think I feel that 4 sets of that is too much as a player.
yeah, so
I'm throwing that out there.
it's
I
gonna
already
take
have
him
scale mail.
15 days
Oof.
to make one set of scale mail for you.
But also has attunement.
I mean, I don't really need stealth, so I'm not that stealthy of a person. I'm not typically trying to be sneaky.
Yeah.
So I don't mind wearing it.
And
I know I'm probably the only one who doesn't necessarily mind it.
yeah, I guess could we get one like that? Basically, do the dragon scale mail green. Like we'd have one set of that, and the rest would just be like an acid resistance, basically variant of other
Right.
stuff. So
And
one
plus
big fancy one. The other ones are
Personally, I love giving that to Kay because he one hit the dragon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, and
So like,
Oh, yeah.
I love that idea.
think how cool the wood elf's gonna look in green armor.
That's true.
From a
Can
dragon,
we?
nonetheless.
I go forward to the blacksmith and ask, can this be made into dragon? I mean dragon. To what do you call it, arrows by any chance?
Oh, he says, no, I'm afraid I can't make that happen, but
Wow.
he can take some of the hide that you guys got and he can make it into a studded leather for you. Yes,
Okay.
Ooh.
that he can do.
Yeah,
But
I'll take that.
you see, problem is we're a little busy right now, impending war and all. We're really under the knife as it is.
Yeah, we have come to assist in that as well.
And by the way, you're supposed to help me because I'm a huge deal. And I'm pretty much going to save your entire town by myself. So, for what that's worth, blacksmith. Small blacksmith.
Um,
Trying to get you guys a good deal. I whispered loudly.
Well, we're probably going to be here for a few days anyway, so
Yes, I
I
get 15
understand that it's
gold
going to
today.
be busy. um,
Scott still
I don't
remembers to
know.
pick up his paycheck and gets happy.
I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how much we would have left based off of what we're trying to do. Um, would we be willing to give some of the scales as like a rush payment if that would help at all? If not, I mean, but that's up to the group, obviously,
Oh
depending on
yeah.
what all we're trying to have made.
Well, let's
Yeah.
find out first. Let's go like that. So we want one full set of dragon armor. We want one dragon studded armor. Dromac, there's nothing that you can use because you're out of dragon parts, right? Because he cannot make the dragon slayer arrows.
Yeah.
Well, we
That's
could
Scott's one of
do.
those.
I already have scale. I already have scale mail too that I have on, so
I
I'm
could
good.
probably use like a if we could do like an acid resistance sort of thing, kind of like the other studded leather.
A
If
second
Yeah,
it's
if
set
he
of
like,
resistant
studded
if
to
it,
leather.
if I
dragon.
like give him
what,
my
two
armor, if I
studded
give him,
leather?
Yeah, 2 studded leather. Because I also, side note, until last week I realized that my page I didn't have any armor equipped. So my whole time I've just been going with my dex modifier as my AC.
Take a look at your
Nice.
guys'
Oh.
chat there. Some of the
Oh.
viewers have some suggestions. That and they want to know about
Oh.
this killing of a dragon.
Group
Well,
necklace.
to be
Oh.
fair, Ravenpaw, we did not kill the dragon.
in case.
Hanius, loyal follower of his deity, was granted the almighty power to slay the dragon. We just watched.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
all helped.
we did make group necklaces actually out of the teeth. I think Dromac made
Yeah, we have already done that.
out of the teeth.
So to
It's a
explain it
tooth and
to
tooth
people
scales.
watching, uh, we're in a world that is suffering tremendously from wild magic. The weave is completely unstable, and we were we were fighting an adult green dragon, and Kay cast spiritual weapon, and he rolled percentile and got double O, and brought forth the most hugest spiritual weapon there was, and then proceeded to get a 20 on the critical hit, and basically almost one-shotted the dragon by himself with that hit, and that's how that happened. An incredible uh, uh, feat of wild magic combined with some luck and bravery.
It was an amazing thing to be part of. Thank you. I was just happy to be at the table right there. You never see that.
Well, and none of that would have happened if Ara hadn't brought me back to life, because the dragon knocked me unconscious and almost outright killed me because I got caught in the breath weapon, and it almost killed me outright.
I was hanging off his feet as it was flying away. I was for sure dead. He's like, "Oh shit, my
Magic is
meal
very
grabbed
fickle.
me."
So Bron comes back from his ciphering and says, "Well, I tell you what, we can have the 2 sets of studded leather done for you in 3 days' time."
Sure.
but
be
we're
great,
gonna
yeah.
need another 15 days to do this set of dragon scale armor.
I think
Well,
that's
I'm okay with that because I don't need it right now anyway.
yeah. I mean, it is such a it's a pretty big project too. I didn't realize it was a
Yeah.
as powerful of a item as we were getting. I thought, like you said, it was just gonna be like acid resistance or something. So, yeah, that's fine.
So he needs the hides you guys have plus 100 gold pieces.
Well, yeah. I think we have that.
So that's all. Wait, I want to clarify. It's gonna be all of our scales, all of our hides, plus 100 gold, right?
No, he doesn't need all of your scales. Probably just about half of your scales to make this work.
How
But we
much electrum is a gold? 2?
2.
2. Yeah.
Okay, I can put up 50 electrum.
as we take as we take the value of everything, just remember we have to keep that tracked.
Did we ever from like way back? Did we ever distribute? We had like some basically like party funds.
We
I
haven't
feel like we did
distributed
that.
anything yet, dude. We've been on the
No.
road and on the run. This is our first stop for
Well, we
all
did. We
selling.
distributed a little bit last time because I don't have any like party funds. Any when we got like a whole bunch of gold from I think the Hill Giants, that we distributed
I
out.
was gone after. I missed the session following the Hill Giants, and then that next one after that. I was there for the fight, and then I missed 2 weeks. So that makes sense.
Yeah,
He
I
sees
think
you
we
guys
distributed
working
most.
out the details of payment, and Bron says, you seem like fine adventurers. I'll make you this deal. Uh, you just give me all the remaining green dragon scales, and I will do all the rest of this basically for that cost.
Sounds fine to me.
Save you guys. I mean, I know we have the 50 gold if you want, but it's up to you guys.
I mean, giving him the other dragon skills could help in the war effort as well.
It really could. It could, because he can make them
I'm
into
fine
quick
with that.
shields, little shields and
What if we
bucklers for
just
everybody.
yeah, or what if we just give half of what's remaining?
But yeah, we could keep some if you'd want to keep some.
We should keep a few. What if we
Mhm.
need a couple other things, like maybe rings of acid resistance? Like, maybe. Yeah. Maybe we go to the magic shop and they can make things with some
Mhm.
pieces.
Mhm.
So how about
Yeah,
half of half and then the 50 gold?
Mhm.
we can do that.
Yeah.
We're going to cover half of the cost.
Yeah, so
All right,
we'll
so
give him half of what we'll have left. So basically, we'll have a quarter of what we
I
originally
got
had.
I got 100 electrum that I can give, since I'm going to be getting the most expensive parts of this.
so it would
Sure.
be 100 here, and the scale mail is going to be 750. So that's 850. Sorry, my phone's ringing. 850. So you need 425, and then you can keep half so you basically have enough to do a whole nother set of scale mail after you get done, really.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that could come in handy in the future.
And 425 is what you'd have to end up paying for the 3 sets.
Okay.
425
Definitely worth it.
electrum.
We should be able to do that. And remember, if we ever need money, we all got some pretty expensive jewelry. If we ever really
All
need
right.
to,
Oh yeah,
That's
that's a good
true.
point.
we have. I have it all written down. If people forgot.
How much do we have in the group fund at least for this? So we need to pay 450 gold,
Yeah.
425.
425.
Group fund was. This is what I didn't
Yeah,
pass
what was
out.
I supposed to add since I wasn't here?
Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
that I
Dan,
might have to. That I might have to look up.
Yeah,
Dan is
How
under
much do you
pressure.
have? How much do you have right now?
I have a lot because I have my starting fund
I
still.
think. I think we did it at the end of the one you were there.
So I haven't been able to shop.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
think
won a
what.
ton of money in the arena too, Scottsdale.
Yeah,
So
Scottsdale's pretty
Yeah.
well off. I just don't want his curse to trigger.
Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. I'll go to bed tonight not getting anything, but I'm like, oh, by the way, you're going to kill things. And I'm going to have to sneak over there and eat your face, dude. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah, I think we would have split it up when you were still here.
Okay. No, that's cool if you did. No worries.
I'm just trying to look up because when we split it up, I took it off the sheet of like, hey, this is all the stuff we had because I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if you would have been missing when we split that all up, you would have I would have written that down and told you.
We're good. Thank you, sir. Besides, I have my amulet. I'm good.
While you guys are getting your money collected and such, you notice the building next to you is made completely out of stone. The building itself is known around town as the Stone House. It is basically a storage area because what we have here is the town of ShadowDale surrounded by a whole bunch of farms, and this is a community built building that houses um, the fruits of the labor of the farmers. However, while you guys are here, you're noticing multiple carts and stuff under armed guard escort being they pull up to the stone house, and they're all like storing their wares inside this building, so that the food and provisions are being protected. That's what you're witnessing.
I did find the thing that we didn't split up. Then we had electrum, we had silver, and gold in the party fund. We have 350 gold, we have 750 silver, and 450 electrum.
So can you just subtract 425 from that,
Yeah.
Dan, and
So
will
it's
the equivalent?
two electrum
Yep.
per gold, right?
Think of an electrum as like a $10 bill, and a gold piece is like a $20 bill.
Okay, so 425. So I need to take off 150 electrum. Got it. It has been
All
done.
right.
Ron, excuse me.
Yes.
Where can we go to buy things with a little more oomph? And I'll show him my gauntlets and say, the good stuff.
He says you're looking for exotic wares, are ya?
Oh yeah.
He says basically there are two places of business that you can check out. One is just right past the stone house, he says, and he points on the same side of the street you're on. That's Jamble's place.
This
And he
one.
says, right at the intersection down the street, just in that little triangular part of the intersection, is Weir Guns
I
trading
like
post.
weird guns, huh? I bet you.
Yep.
He's
He
got
says
like
those two places, well, those guys, they're adventurers like yourself. I believe they're retired, and they've got their shops. Lots of strange things what they deal with. And he then says, I got one other place for you. Let me show you on the map.
I've met a lot of surly blacksmiths in my life. You're the most friendly blacksmith I've met.
This building right here, if you see my, yep, that is a female trader named Isiel. Isiel. Isiel is he tells you that she's got a lot of ties to Waterdeep and Cormier, and she used to be like a big appraiser for a lot of caravans and such, and she can get her hands on a lot of things if you just give her a couple weeks notice.
We should definitely go because we're the wardens of Waterdeep, guys.
I
So
was
she's
just
like,
thinking that.
we're so famous, and from what you've told me, there's not a lot of purple people that hang out with cool green dudes. So I feel like they're gonna notice us right away, dude. Hey,
Not
oh, Brom,
wrong. You do
one more
stand out
question.
in the crowd.
Dromac, can I borrow Remy?
He looks at you and just goes,
I'm
"For
not gonna
what?"
eat Remy, dude. I promise, I wouldn't eat him. He's our friend.
He squints at you as he reaches up, like his hand up to his cloak, as Remy just runs out of his hood and stands on his hand. He holds him up as Remy just kind of stands there beaming. Just holds him up to you.
I'll take a big. Hey, Remy, can you make him some armor? Because I feel like he's probably gonna get stepped on one day, and I want Helion and him to be able to hang out. And Helion's my horse. He's a badass. But
He says,
anyway, that's just Remy
he
armor
says, armor for a mouse? What are you kidding me? He
covers
says,
ears.
what kind of warrior are you? He says, I'll not be trifled with such nonsense. And he
Dromac,
huffs back
as
to
he's saying this,
work.
is walking up to the shop, like pulling his hood down, just like showing off all of his like orkly features, and just goes, "That's the Remy, king of the rats. I think you should show him some respect."
He goes back to work, not heeding your
Okay, I'll give
your
him back.
comments. However, there is a young female. She bears a slight resemblance to him, working, and she, as soon as he goes out of sight, she quickly runs over as you're about to leave and taps you on on the shoulder. She says, "My name is Traith. I think that's the most adorable little creature I've ever seen, and I'd be happy to make him a suit of armor."
Oh.
He looks down at her and smiles, and he goes, "Name your price, then, please."
She kind of eyes him up and down, spins him around a little bit, and she says, "How about 15 gold?"
He nods and smiles. He goes, "You should have more. How you kind of like slow pride in your work, especially for doing the work for a king." And he hands her 30 gold, like right into her hand.
Whoa! And
I would
she, go ahead.
I would like to see if she's actually on the up and up. If it seems like she's actually going to do this,
Sure.
if I may.
Do an insight check.
Probably smart.
He's all, yes, she's gonna do it, but she's absolutely lying about it being cute.
Yeah, like she's sprinkling rat poison on.
24.
Yeah, you get the feeling that she is just enamored with the little creature and the way he was
Okay.
behaving, and she's gonna do her best to craft him the ultimate thing. But you're thinking probably maybe on the price, she was not being completely honest.
I won't say anything. Just as long as she actually wants to make the armor.
Yep.
Yeah. And he gives her 30 gold just right into her hand.
All right, and she says, "I'll meet you at the old skull at about high moon."
He nods and he goes, "I'll be there."
And she quick hurries back because she doesn't want to be seen not at her post. So
He's just like, the moon? Where? The moon?
Saloon, eh?
Excellent. I'm glad that all worked out.
Oh, that was
So let's make a quick stop at the tailor, huh? Just real fast. I feel like we'll be in and out.
I feel
I
like
just I feel like somebody should measure my inseam. I don't know why I'm feeling that way right now, but I'm feeling strongly.
all right. So you're gonna just backtrack a building there to Tulba the Weaver, huh?
Just real quick. Whoop, whoop.
the Weaver. Does this have anything to do with the weave of magic? Because if so, I'd like to talk
I
to this
hope
person.
not, man. I
No,
really just want some clothes. I don't want it to be crazy.
not at all. Not at all. So outside you see a young gal, and she is busy washing wool. Let's
Hello, greetings. How are you?
let's just get to the business here because you know he's going to ask what the charisma is of this woman. So, okay.
Well, I feel like women and men like Scottsdale.
Rats.
It's a straight up 10 charisma. So she's a handsome woman, as you might say.
I have an 11, guys. So
Wait, who has the best charisma? It's not me, right? Oh
bard?
yeah, the bard, obviously. Yeah, yeah. Should have
I'm
been.
beautiful. What are you talking about?
She's sitting over there like, dude, I got fins and scales, and I'm still doing it for you.
Oh, what did you say to her?
Oh, I said, greetings, miss. Do you have a moment? I need to make some purchases, and I'll ride Helion over to her.
Whoa. Uh, she looks up from her washboard and she's like amazed at this animal that's before her, and the horse looks pretty good too. And she says, what are you looking for, sir?"
We request humbly. I need new robes for Tyr. These have gotten a little dirty over time, and I look at Raven. Someone stopped magically washing them. So maybe some new ones, please. And I would also my flag of Tyr right here, and I gesture to it. I feel like I could just buy a new one. I mean, how often are you in town? Gotta support our deity, right?
It says that Master Talba is an excellent tailor. He can fit you with the perfect clothes for you, for
Thank
all
you.
needs.
You guys want clothes too, right? Because I ruined Kay's robe. That's true, I did.
I don't know.
So
Was it ruined? I didn't know. I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't know if it was ruined or not.
she tries to bustle you into the shop.
All
I mean,
of
I'll
us?
go in.
But definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go in.
As many as you will
Going in
will be
too?
going in.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
I mean, I could use a some sort of magical wardrobe, get like a whole bunch of outfits in case I ever need a disguise.
So
Just saying.
she tells Scottsdale to get up on this little bench, this little stool, so that Master Talba can take his measurements.
Think he might have had to step away, maybe.
Oh, we lost him.
His camera turned off, so I assume that's why it would have turned off.
Okay, who else wanted to get something?
I just
We'll do him
noticed that
second.
when Scottsdale turns off his camera, Ashley's little logo pops up there.
Oh, nice.
Sorry,
You need to-
Ashley,
you-
you're on
You
the.
need to put your little
Yeah, but you should put like her,
put
like
your
make her
business
avatar.
card on your thing.
Yeah, she should, and yeah, and let her know, like if she, like I said, if she wants. Well, we'll talk later. We'll talk later. Sorry, I'm over
Yeah.
here interrupting everyone. Everyone, hello. How
You're
you all
fine.
doing in chat? Hope you're all doing great.
I'm gonna check chat while we're waiting.
Got ourselves a new subscriber. Well, Ravenpaw, who happens to be our #1 cosplayer, which is Miranda, gifted
Oh, hi,
gift
Miranda.
gifted
Miranda.
a subscription, and that went to.
I want to thank Raven Paul for that subscription that was gifted to me. Thank
Oh,
you.
there we go. Yeah, see? And then we had Tankards and Tails is in here hanging out. They were saying hi, and yeah, it's going
Very
good.
nice.
It's going good.
Miranda is awesome. If you guys watch some of our other streams, she's a good player and she does the cosplay deal really well too. So
She does. She motivates us all to like want to be better.
yes, agreed. All right. So who wanted to get something besides Scottsdale?
Apparently, Scottsdale ruined my clothes, I guess, or my cloak. So I
Sure.
will need to be getting a new cloak.
He is a monster of a man.
So
I'll pay for
Like
that.
I'm tall because like I'm like 6'3" or 6'4" or something, but he's so much wider because I'm real thin. So it's like it only covers his front side.
a very wide but smiling faced wife of the weaver, Lela, comes out, and Lela's like gonna show you all of the cloaks that she has, and basically you can just dress it however you want to make this cloak look in your description when you add it to your items. And she's going to have, whether it be silk or whatever kind of nice trimmings you want, she's gonna work with you until we get exactly what you want. So, and she's like giggling and smiling the whole time she's helping you, because she doesn't get to help a lot of elves.
Oh, wait, is she an elf or
No.
no?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
She's just
Well,
really into elves.
He's
yeah.
into elves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if she knows Elven, and I'll say a little something in Elven or Elvish to see if she picks up on it or not.
So you know how, like, in the Adams Family, when the guy speaks Italian,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hmm.
mm.
She just like melts when you're speaking
Oh.
Elvish,
Ah,
and blushes, and is like
Oh,
just thrilled that you're there and she's waiting on you.
Oh. Does she not actually understand what I'm saying though?
Oh no, not a clue.
Oh my gosh, that's not helpful. That's not helpful then.
She will hold her hand out to you if you wanted to kiss her hand, though,
Oh,
because she thinks you're making advances at her now.
oh.
I will assume that she just is being friendly, and I'll give her a kiss on the hand.
Gonna be married, wife, kids, and not even realize it.
Yeah.
Well, she's already married, so she's taken. So,
Oh.
Scottsdale, are you getting up on the big stool?
Yeah.
All right. And out comes an equally tubby gentleman. He's very well dressed, but he is as wide as you are, but there's like not a whole lot of muscle content. And he gets out his tape measure, and he's going to town, and he's jotting chicken scratches down, and he's asking what you're interested in.
Just humble, plain white robes, nothing fancy, with the symbol of Tyr, just like the ones I'm wearing right now, just clean and fresh.
And he while he's taking all this down and showing you cloth and different stuff, he's like, I don't remember seeing you before. Where do you hail from, sir?
Waterdeep. Before that, heaven.
Well, and what brings you to Shadowdale?
Uh, well, war, I guess. These guys brought
Oh,
me. Technically, I came with them.
war. And you're a warrior, I take it, as he looks at the as he does your bicep.
Um, yeah, guys, I'm confused. What? Is this normal for making clothes?
Yeah.
Yes, it's very normal.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Did you
Also,
need
Helion,
to make a lot of
Helion, come in
measurements?
here. He has questions for you. Now I'll try calling Helion inside.
Oh, he's too big to fit through this door.
All right. Sorry, Helion. He also needs something.
And so he's asking you while he's working, what is it specifically you do in battle? I'm sure it's marvelous.
Most recently, I was almost killed, so thanks for bringing that up. I'm not really happy about that. Sometimes I turn into a giant panther and eat people. Gosh, guys, what else do I do? I can fly. So sometimes
Yeah.
I fly.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's true. You
I
do
don't know,
can
guys.
fly.
Well, yeah, that's how I got here from heaven, dude.
You know, now
And
that you've just brought that up, Scottsdale, we should fly together sometimes. But I
You'd
can only
like
do it at
to?
Yeah, I can only do it at night though.
I love doing it at night because then
Yeah.
more people can see me.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't yeah, that's right, because you were a panther last time. I flew in to like try and help you and then killed myself. It was gonna look really cool. Like I was trying to be like you, honestly, Scottsdale. Like fly in, be this big hero, save the day, but then I just killed myself, and it was not as
Terrifying,
cool.
honestly. I was scared. I was like, if he's willing to do that to himself, dude. Whoa.
Well, I wasn't trying to. That's the thing.
so, um, would Kay and Scottsdale each make an insight check for me?
Ooh, guys, as we
Is,
know,
is he getting a little too handsy? Isn't that more perception? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where's that hand going, buddy?
I got a
Time
4.
for
You said
Kay's passive perception to come in.
you said an insight check.
Insight, yeah.
27.
So Scottsdale just thinks this is all normal because you told him it was normal. He believed you. He thinks this is all normal banter, but you're thinking he's really asking a lot of questions about Scottsdale's fighting ability, and he's even trying to like determine like what kind of tactics uh he's doing and such.
Phil has no tactics. He has no brain.
So we were just really going way into this and just having a good time, and then I'm just like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Why is he asking? Why is the tailor asking these kinds of questions?
Well,
As I was saying, Helion, my horse outside, he's really the badass. Like, he will
Really?
straight. Yeah, I've watched him, no joke, bite someone's face off.
Well, I would love to craft him some type of
Or the
beautiful
flag, the giant
yeah.
flag of Tyr that goes on the back of a saddle. Yeah, he's cool. What else should we tell him, Kay?
Well, I think he's probably had enough for the night. You can't tell them all the stories in one night, otherwise they don't come back and learn more.
So basically, he'll
That
he'll
sucks.
have what you want in 48 hours, and you can just subtract the like a fine set of clothes from your currency, and you can come back pick it up in 48 hours.
On the way out the door, I'll be like, too bad we didn't tell him about the deity that we're able to summon at will. Remy. We can fucking outside.
could
Yeah,
before we leave, could I ask him? You wouldn't happen to have any magical clothing by chance, would you?
Oh, he says, no, no, I'm sorry. This is just a farming community that I serve. We don't have anything like that around here.
My apologies. Thank you though.
seems pretty
Absolutely.
sus.
So I think we should go to Iselia next as the champion of the Colosseum, as well as Wardens of Waterdeep. I feel like she'll recognize us. And it means good deal.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Well,
Sure.
all of your
Second that.
feats in Arabelle were after the time of troubles began. So you're pretty
Who doesn't
sure
know this? He thinks
you,
he's a big deal.
it, the rest of the party is pretty sure that communication lines and everything have been a little sketchy since that time. She might not have heard of what you've done there.
Okay.
Gosh.
But
I won't pop
do we think she might know who the
Scottsdale's
Warriors of
bubble.
Waterdeep are, though?
Hard to
Everybody
say.
knows
As
the
we,
Wardens of Waterdeep, brother. Everybody.
as
As we're walking, Jormak just puts his arm around Scottsdale and just goes, "She will know the champion." He says as he just taps him on the arm.
Right. Minotaur.
So
okay.
yeah, she'll invite you in, and she is looks like a very sophisticated lady, and probably around 50. Her home is very nicely uh, furnished. She has a butler that she's asks if you guys would like some refreshments, and the butler will get you, tea or whatever kind of refreshment, lemon flavored water, whatever that you want. And she basically describes herself as a person that who made her fortune on the caravan trade uh, through Waterdeep, Cormier, all the way across this continent. Um, and you can tell the way she's talking, she's very skilled in trade and business, and she's interested to see what you're really after.
Well, Nix, you have the You have the goods, right?
Yeah,
I think
this would be
that's
where
what
we'd want to
that's what
sell
they
all
say.
of our fancy pants stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And also find out, since she's so well connected, who we could get potions from.
Yeah, we definitely have a few things we'd like to get rid of. You wouldn't be interested in some dragon parts by chance, would you?
He's like, oh, well, m- I'm more of a broker, and I could sell these things for you by taking a small commission.
Okay.
That sounds
Uh,
reasonable.
yeah. Do you know? And while we're talking, as he mentioned, do you know if there's any alchemists nearby?
Oh, uh, you know that large pit that you passed just not too far from my house,
Yes.
and this right here is what she's talking about.
Okay.
It is a huge sinkhole that kind of is the size of a large building.
Okay.
And she says, "That's what we call Eric's pit. Eric was our town alchemist. We
Was?
haven't had an alchemist since the day he and his household sunk into the earth."
I see.
Okay.
That is not
She
the answer I was expecting.
she does tell you though that again she can find buyers for exotic goods. It just might take a couple weeks, but she does have the connections to sell just about anything. But if you're looking to unload stuff immediately, she would she would suggest that you go to Jambles.
Let's
Okay.
go to Jambles first and then come back. I'm sorry we wasted
Other
your time, ma'am.
Otherwise, she thinks if you're looking to buy potions, she's heard rumor that the Temple of Timora keeps a very good amount of healing potions as they're frequented by adventurers such as yourself on hand.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, and she says, "You're not wasting my time. I enjoy the company."
Thank you. The tea was delicious.
And she appreciates that.
I feel like we'll go over to Jambles. I don't want to. We should keep the poison gland, though. We should not sell that.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
have a horn, a tongue, 4 claws, 20 teeth, the skull, 2 eyes, and the gizzard.
I feel like we could do some of that in trade over at Jambles, possibly. Get our
Yeah.
bill
Yeah.
down over there, because we're going to get a pretty big bill going. Um, I'm
We
thinking.
do also have like I mentioned before, we have our jewelry if we need to. We still have a bunch of moonstones. I think I gave one to Kay. And we have 9 moonstones that are 50 gold apiece, and 2 black opals worth 100 gold apiece. Could come in handy.
Now, you people with high passive perceptions, you're noticing like the wood furniture that you're on are made of like imported Charlton wood, which is kind of like teak in our world kind of thing, and the finest leathers of like manticore leather and stuff are on her upholstered chairs and such. She's got a lot of very nifty things in all of what she's got in her house. So you're getting a sense that this is a person that really does deliver on what she's promising.
I'm going
Okay.
to hold my fancy Minotaur gauntlet out and request some wine, some hug juice.
Oh,
And since
absolutely.
everything in there's so fancy, I'd like to just drink it as K-like as possible.
Yeah, and she admires those. She's very very nice.
K's fancy.
Yep, that's exactly the kind of stuff that she's got. It's a very eclectic kind of setup at her place.
I'm a pretty fancy guy. We just ate fish heads out of these a couple days ago.
In that case, the butler will give you white wine with that then.
There you go.
We have such eclectic taste, Dromac.
You're saying that as Dromek is like drinking the wine, drinks some tea, and then puts like a biscuit on his shoulder so Remy can eat. As he's like going like, I mean, eclectic is a very big word. I like to think of it as we know we're individuals.
Fancy new robes? I mean, I think that people are going to confuse me as a scholar from now on, truthfully.
Honestly, I think you are a scholar, Scottsdale. A
Thank you.
scholar
I
of
have this
battle and
one
knowledge.
book. This one book, which really doesn't have a lot of words in it, I'm going to be honest. But I carry it so people think I read.
He just
So
kind of
should-
nods.
It's just
Should
my
we
book
head
of
to,
people that I want to kill one day. It's the only book I have.
Perception is often reality, Scottsdale.
Right now, it has seven pages filled out so far in the book.
Should we head to Jambles then?
Yes. Also, I don't want
What's
to
going
alert
on there?
anybody, but Merkel is in the book. He's
Before
number
we
6.
do leave Stella's house, though, like, Dromek just looks and goes, thank you for the hospitality. And just, like, kind of gives her a nod.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, you guys pass two places of interest. Right here is a manor that is like a bed and breakfast. You rent out the whole place, and it's called Maine's Manor. And right up the road from that, as you're going along, is this is a fest hall. And right now, it's called Mother Tara's Fest Hall, and right now it is just booming with business as she is basically feeding a ton of soldiers and like militia folk. Um, it's a it's like a cafeteria style deal going on right now uh, as she's feeding people who are preparing the town for war right now.
Nothing brings a town together like war.
War.
Yeah, that's right, brother.
Did anyone else think that the that clothes maker guy was asking a little too many questions about like fighting and stuff like that, especially
mean-
for a clothes maker?
I did, but when you guys said it was not a big deal, I mean, now I don't think it's a big deal. Was it a big deal?
Would we have the rest of us have noticed that?
Yeah, like, were the rest of us really paying attention when they were getting measured, or?
No,
Like,
you two
if
were
I
like the
should be
only ones
concerned,
really
Kay,
engaged with them, so no one else really got a chance to observe that.
don't tell anybody that I told them all those secrets then.
Oh no.
You said it was okay, Kay.
Well, it didn't really strike me until after we had been talking about some of our escapades, and I was like, wait, why is he? Because it wasn't so much us talking, it was more of he was asking you specific questions about how you fight. And
I
that's
want to
kind of
stop
strange.
dramatically in front of Dromac, please. Stop walking dramatically right in front of him.
Dromek, he like walks in the back to Scottsdale and goes, Scottsdale, we need to talk about public etiquette and walkways.
Told the bad guys all about Remy's massive powers. So between me and you might want to hide Remy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Kay said it was okay. And honestly, he's so scary, man. Like,
Dromek just looks over at Kay and says in Elven, I am very confused.
I'll say in Elven, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just keep an eye out for the Taylor guy. He's a little sketchy.
And he says that he like Dromec kind of has a look around, like, are we being like, does he pick up like anybody like kind of like following us at all around town?
No, that's a good question. And no, you what you're seeing is uh, everybody that you're encountering seems to be on a mission of their own. They are it's like a beehive of activity going around here right now.
He puts his hand up to his shoulder for Remy to climb on, and he just kind of whispers to Remy that go see what you can find out around town with from the other rats. Says, meet us back up at Gamble's in about 20-40 minutes.
And he stands up straight and salutes you and scampers down your robe and does like a cool like sliding like Legolas sliding down the stairs kind of thing and lands and then
Yeah.
scampers away.
And
One
he kind of
point.
leans back over to Kay again, and Elvin just goes, "I didn't think that was gonna work."
I'll look over at Vara, my squirrel, and I'll be like, "Can you do anything like that?"
I'll
Yeah,
just I'll just pat Helion because he doesn't do any of these cool things. But he will crush a man's head. Like that's what he
your
will do.
your squirrel
Yeah,
your
the
squirrel
helium
just
will
looks
fuck
at you,
people up.
kind of cocks his head and picks up another acorn and stuffs it in his mouth.
Well, that's okay.
Onward. I should really put Helion at the stables too. Instead of riding him casually through town.
I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like it sends a
yes.
message, Scottsdale.
Well,
Does with the giant tier flag. I mean, it really does.
you're very close to the stables, so
I mean, we're already at the next place. Let's just go finish.
He doesn't really want to put Helion up.
no, it's all talk. Which one are you going to first?
I think we're gonna go to Jambles. It sounded like.
Balls.
Jamble?
Yeah.
All right. So you go in, and this is like wall to wall, just the strangest assortment of goods. And you see a guy. If there was such an equivalent of a used car salesman uh, back in medieval times, that's Jamble. And he's got a patch on one eye, and it's got like a gold little trim around it and like a fancy strap, and he smiles with his smiles. Teeth aren't teeth aren't exactly the best, but he gives you a big smile and welcomes you to his shop, and he says, "Well, here's a fine bunch. What can I get for you?"
Like to buy a lot of stuff, but this Ara, and I push R4, she's the person who handles the money things. So
Oh, a comely lass. Well, lady, what
we were gonna get raped. That guy was gonna wreck us on pricing.
what can we find for you?
I look back at Scottsdale. What are we looking for again?
I'm gonna buy like so much stuff. Like let's just see what he has. Like a bag of holding
Okay.
for starting, because I'm sure that
Ooh.
Ninx is probably tired of carrying all these grimy body parts around.
Okay.
Just like I like to think like in his pocket, like there's like a part of the horn, like a horn sticking out. Like he's just got parts stuffed everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Imagine like he reaches into his pack, his coin pouch for some gold, accidentally pulls out the eyeballs and goes, "Oh, sorry," and then like puts them back and like, "Here's the gold."
So
I
let
like to
him know
think
we
too.
have exotic, expensive things to trade.
Scottsdale was extra loud with the body parts. It's like,
Ooh,
he has a lot of body parts.
I don't have great whisper voice.
and if you were extra loud with the body parts, Jamble isn't put off by that at all. In fact, he's kind of intrigued. He says, "What kind of body parts are we discussing?"
Well, he's We have some dragon parts.
Uh, Nix, you note that some of the cool decor stuff that he's got around his place.
Hmm.
Um, so like imagine a person nowadays getting some stuff for their man cave and having like a cool like men at work sign or stuff that guys would hang around, you know, to make their little area look cool. You notice some of his stuff has Thieves Guild marking on it from the
Oh,
Thieves Cant uh, type of
interesting.
decor.
Very interesting. I'll just continue as I was and be like, yeah, we have some green dragon parts that we were looking to get rid of, and I'd like to at the end of the when I'm explaining that, I'll just kind of put like the last sentence in a bit of like thieves can't that I'll like try and hide like a thing of like, hey, I know what's going on here.
and he winks at you when you do that, and he says, "Oh, I would be very interested in these rare items that you're speaking, and I'm sure I would pay much more than anyone else around these parts."
Sure. Do you have somewhere we could set it out and we can show you what all we got?
And he goes to his front door and he turns the sign over to say that he's closed.
Okay.
And uh, he invites you into a little side room. And sure enough, he's got appraising materials there and a pretty good sized solid table. And he says, "Be feel free to put your goods out here."
I'll lay out like a mat of some sort and then just spread all the green dragon stuff we have out. Besides the poison gland, we'll hold on to that.
Uh,
So it'll be the gizzard, the eyes, both eyes, a skull, 20 teeth, 4 claws, a tongue, the horn. Yeah, that's it. Unless anyone else has anything they want to add.
all right. Let me just pull it up quick because there it is. All right. Dragon.
I have the amounts down if you need that.
Oh, well, I found it already, but thank you.
Alrighty.
All right.
And I would just like to be keeping an eye on this guy and making sure he's not doing anything shady.
Okay.
I'd like to think he just screams shady all the time.
Oh yeah, he's got like the chicken fat grease in his hair back, and he's got like the mustache with a little curl at the edge, and he's always got like a smile. The tongue. Do you have how much do you have the tongue worth, Dan?
16 because
Okay,
we
then I'm on
preserved
the
it.
right one. Yep. So basically, he examines all these, and he's rubbing his hands together as he goes from item to item. But
Hmm.
he ends up giving you basically oh yes, I can go a pretty price for this. I I'll I'll buy that tongue for 8 gold pieces. How that suit ya?
Um, hmm. I assume we know the value, like the relative value of this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'd say in again, like I'd try and hide like a message with thieves can't and just be like, oh come on, you can't do a little better for a fellow adventurer.
And um Kay, you see as he's like going around you guys and like going to another part of the table to look at stuff, he passes real close to Nyx and he whispers something in his ear. give me a perception check, and I'm gonna say Ara's the next closest. You two both give me a perception check.
20.
I'll go with my passive, so 14.
14. Oh, okay. So Ara, you hear him whisper something in a language you don't understand, and you can't make out what it was. Uh, Kay, you heard him. Give me an insight at disadvantage.
Ooh. Oh no. Let me see.
That sounds good.
Well, see, I rolled an 18, but I had disadvantage, so I didn't roll that. So, my passive insight is 18.
Okay. You get the idea that he's trying to cut a deal with Nyx. Nyx, I'm gonna write um
Channel.
in your channel here
Okay.
what he says to you using the thieves' cant.
Sure.
If only I knew thieves can't.
Who else then?
Can think of just, okay, tell me, what does your elven ears hear?
They just twitch a little. Huh?
Um,
They like point
Like
towards it.
radar.
What is-
like bat ears, like when they move, it's like.
hearing that, I'll kind of he'll think about it for a moment and just be like, "Well, we're interested in looking at some exotic goods if you have any of those lying around."
He says, "Well, I have many exotic goods. Can you be more specific?"
He'd kind of look at for a first person he'd look at would be Scottsdale. Be like, "You have any specifics you're looking for?"
Yeah, while all these bits and pieces are on the table of the dragon, I'm gonna go over and grab some of them. And so I want you to make something out of these for me.
Go on.
Um, so I have this chain here already that I wear, and it protects me from death. Well, using these bits and this, and I pull off my very heavy golden Mr. T chain and lay it down. I want you to connect these dragon pieces and give me another necklace that I can wear that will protect me from poison, just as Tyr protects me from death. I want him to make me a parafit of proof against poison. I have a chain worth a ton of money, 1,100 gold, and we have all kinds of green dragon parts to choose from.
Hmm. He says, "This is all very, very interesting, but I don't actually craft items, but I do sell them.
That's
Let me see what I have in the way of apps."
Yeah. Now I'm gonna put my chain back on.
I was gonna tell you, but he already told you
What?
that he's not a crafter.
Oh, I didn't. I obviously didn't hear your guys' conversations on Thieves' Cant, so
Oh
I was
yeah, yeah, exactly.
hey.
Yeah, I would definitely know that this is just a like an in between sort of guy. So,
This is the middleman.
oh, absolutely.
Also, definitely a new sword. You know, like what do you got, man? I like to buy things. I have lots of money.
Oh, I'm sure he'll love that.
And these guys owe me lots of money, so I don't eat them later. I don't do good with people not taking advantage of me. Normally, I eat them. I say that to the guy.
I, I
He
can
says,
I
"Well, we always have great things for people with the wares to be able to afford them."
I would like to say in Thieves Can't to the guy, just be like, he's not kidding. He has actually eaten people.
So whenever he comes back, I would like to whisper in Undercommon, kind of at Nyx and this other guy, just to see, because I know they were speaking something, but I'm gonna try and speak something that I don't know if anyone else can speak, just because of them. And I'm gonna say in Undercommon, "You're not hiding anything from us, are you?" Just to see if they react.
To Jambo?
To both of them, Nyx and Jamble. I was kind
Oh,
of wanting
okay.
to do it like right when I heard them whispering, but some other people like had stuff they wanted to do, so that's like when I was trying to kind of time it.
Yeah. No, he doesn't understand you.
I'll look at you and respond back. In Undercommon. See, I notice that he doesn't respond in Undercommon, or doesn't I take any? Like, do I notice that Jambles doesn't know that?
Yeah, he just looks at you kind of oddly, and he's like, "I've not familiar with that speech."
So seeing
I'll.
this and hearing Ninx, I want to walk up to Ninx and Kay, and I'm gonna hit them both on the head.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's our sign for mental link. When we don't want anybody to know, that's what you guys told Scusto was the
Right.
sign. So I'm
Right.
gonna go hit you both on the head because I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but it's probably annoying me.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll link everyone. I guess put Dromac in this scenario.
Okay.
And then through the mental link, I'll be like, he's so seems to be something to do with thieves or whatnot. Might be offense, something like that. It was thieves can't.
Oh, okay.
Should we watch our purses?
So he produces a small little black box, and it looks like a ring box. And he opens it up, and uh, Ara, you are looking at this, and you're kind of fascinated when he opens it up. It's a good sized pearl sitting on black velvet, and it's got like an iridescent glow to it. And he says, I don't have any periaps per se, but I do have this little beauty. And he explains that if you attune yourself to it, and then you can take it out, and once per day you can clutch it firmly in your hand, and it gives you an underwater swimming speed the same as your regular movement, and also gives you the ability to breathe water for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Hmm.
And I just go near it and I was like, my mother, my father used to have one of these. I just look at it
Oh,
very fascinatingly.
he says, oh, that touches an old man's heart, he says. You would
Would
know,
you?
Ara, that the pearl alone would be one that is a 1,000 gold piece value. It's such a large pearl.
Wow.
And it's magical.
Mm.
Yeah, even before the magic.
Would you guys want one of these? I'm kidding.
Could come in handy one day.
It is very cool.
Mm.
Although in Elven, I'll say, can't you kind of breathe and swim underwater really fast anyway?
Yes, but I'm thinking about you guys. I want
Oh,
one.
yeah,
You wouldn't have to be alone if you guys had it.
that's true.
I mean,
Be
think then
swimming with
Scottsdale could
me.
be a force to be reckoned with underwater too.
Well, so I've been thinking, I do want a new sword, and you guys know how I catch my weapons on fire already?
Mm-hmm.
What if I had a weapon that also caught on fire? Because I catch on fire twice!
It's true.
Throwing that
uh,
out.
Inks, how much do you happen to remember how much uh um my jewelry was that I had?
which one was yours? Did you write
I
it
can't
down?
remember honestly. I
The
think
one
I
about
may have written it down. Let me check.
found all those that jewelry.
So it
Yeah.
was. I'm trying to remember the. I have it written down, but I didn't write down
Oh,
exactly who
I
did
had
what.
gold. I wrote down gold chain worth 1,000 gold
1,000.
pieces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got the same. Me and you rolled the worst. We have the 1,100 gold chain,
Yeah.
No, I
which is
think
still an insanely good
Mine was
chain.
even.
I
Mine
think
was even
Dromac.
lower than that.
I think Dromac rolled the worst because somebody got wrought silver and gold worth 800.
Oh,
Yeah,
to
so
me,
I had
I
like this
imagine like
silver and
11,000
bronze
gold
bracelet.
necklace, dude. The links are like that.
Yeah, because I got really lucky, and then Aura got
Aura.
lucky with the second
Aura
one.
got
Yeah, because
lucky,
mine
yeah.
mine was 12,000 and hers was 7,000. We got
I
like
would
crazy ones.
I would like to propose a trade for the pearl for my gold chain that's worth 1,000 for the pearl.
Yes, he gets out a little monocle thing and he looks over your chain and he's going link. Oh, this is a fine chain. It's certainly worth 1,000. He says, unfortunately, the pearl with such incredible magical abilities is vastly more expensive than this fine chain. And he shows you the price tag, and it's 5,500 gold.
Oh, I completely misheard. I thought you said it was 1,000.
No,
A
no, no.
thousand.
The pearl itself was.
I know that it's the pearl
Yeah,
itself is worth a
because she
1,000.
knows how much pearls are worth, and she can tell you right now this is an extremely large, very like perfect sheen to it kind of pearl that would fetch 1,000 gold if it had no magic whatsoever.
Okay, that's
But
what it
here's
was then. I was confused on the magical part then. That's what I missed.
so in the mental link, I want to tell the guys. So why don't we see like maybe what we want, and then make a big pile, and then what we have to trade,
That's
and
that's
make
what I
a
was thinking as
pile,
well.
and then just have Aura do all the negotiating because honestly, she's the best at this, guys.
It is
That is
true.
a good point.
True,
Yeah.
true.
I just tried to buy a 5,500 worth pearl for $1,000.
It's not your fault. I thought my necklace was gonna be worth like enough to all this magic. Cause I don't know how magic works, you guys.
Well, I'll just put my chain in and put my chain down and be like, well, there's my contribution to the pile. We can get whatever.
I guess we could look to the guy and be like, "Well, we are looking for. Do you have any magical weaponry by chance?"
Mm,
That's good.
weaponry.
That covers everybody we have.
Yeah.
That was
Do
a
we have
good
Who doesn't
way
special
want
to
magic
phrase
arrows
it.
weapons?
as well?
Um, go ahead and uh, roll percentile for me, Dan. Tell me what you get.
So close. 11.
11.
It was so close to like a 99.
Uh,
So close.
roll two 8-sideds.
14.
Ooh.
Rolled pretty well on that one.
So, what are you doing? I'm intrigued right now. What's happening?
That's what I
Why
was
are we
wondering.
rolling inside of a store? What is
Oh
going on?
no, my
He,
elf eyes didn't catch something.
he raises his hand and he says, I've got just what you want. And he takes the pearl with him, pockets it, and rushes out of the room. And he comes back with a black mahogany case, and it's about 2 feet long, and it's got brass uh, locks on it, and he kind of looks at you and kind of hides, and he click, and he opens it up, and you see 14 arrows in it.
Okay.
And he tells you that these are magic arrows. They will fly straight and true, and they will inflict incredible damage upon your target when you strike it.
And then I go look at Dromac and I go like, you want?
Yeah, like Dromac's eyes are like kids in a candy store just staring at them.
We
Can
gotta get
I?
Dromac and me still need loot. That's it. Let's get them, dude. Let's buy them. They got dragons,
Can I?
fancy dragon
Can,
stuff.
can I look at look at them and make sure he's not just talking complete bullshit?
The
Sure.
Raven should be doing. She's standing there doing nothing.
Give me an Arcana check, or anybody who he'll hand one to anybody who wants to look at it.
Jormac
Go
will put
ahead and
his
make
hand
an
up.
Arcana.
Mhm. I
You
wanna
know what?
look at
I'm gonna do it
this.
too. I don't know
Yes,
magic at all. I'm gonna hold one.
I'm
yes.
not great at
19.
Arcana either, so
I didn't get too bad.
Holy crap! Look at you guys.
15. That was good.
15, yeah,
17.
that's
19.
Okay.
Last
There we
couple.
go. Good job balancing it out. 7.
hey, we always need someone to balance out.
Right?
Hey, if he told you they were arrow of green dragon slaying, you would have no idea that he wasn't lying. But the rest of you look at this and you're like, this is indeed a powerful uh, magic arrow. And in gaming terms, they're +2 arrows.
Probably out of your price range.
Now, I have a thematics question, Brad. So, my river of Maliki that refills itself, like at the beginning of every day, does it just copy whatever arrow is in it?
No, it's only going to
Oh,
produce non-magical arrows.
okay. It was worth a shot.
What if some magical when he puts the first arrow in, some magical craziness happens and maybe it works.
Absolutely, it's subject to the same unstable things, so there's always that possibility.
It could either go really good or really bad.
Yep.
That's why you only put one in the first time. You leave the rest of them away and just see what happens.
Look
So
at it right now
he
has the
tells
silver
you,
arrows in it.
he holds it up and he's like, like having it catch the light for you and the sheen of the shaft, and he says, I normally ask 500 gold per arrow, but he says, for you, an archer such as you, I'd be willing to go 3 for 1,000.
Romac, remember that time you shot that guy's spine out? Just think what you could do with one of these arrows, man.
He looks and he goes, I'm thinking more of the time I shot Merkel in the eye.
See? I mean, really, this guy right here, he's either making the best friends or he's going in the book.
So, Romac knowing arrows, would that sound like a good price to him, or would that be I'm technically I'm always going to give you the best friend discount of 1%.
Yeah, so with your Arcana roll was pretty darn good. I'm gonna say all of you guys, with the exception of our cleric friend, all know the value of these arrows, and really 300 apiece is pretty standard for these arrows.
Will we know that the 500 is like way too high?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but 3 for 1,000 is he's only upcharging you like 100 gold there. So
But
They're only
he's
upcharging
making it
100
seem
total.
like he's making it
doing
seem
him
like
a
he's
deal.
really cutting you a good deal.
letting himself
Yeah.
win, yeah, but he's still upcharging that tiny percent.
Yeah, but he's still soaking just a little bit.
How much do you have, by the way, left in your personal funds?
Like me,
Because you sold your boots, didn't you? Or did you give those away?
traded them.
Oh, that's you had such expensive boots, but you have that
But-
expensive scroll still.
Because I have that scroll still, that cleric scroll,
'Cause our
scrying. I
cleric
think it was
left
like an eighth level scroll or something like that. That
I mean,
traded
we do
away
have
for
a
it.
cleric.
I know.
Yeah, you should give it to our cleric.
That's
Keep
true.
forgetting about giving it to our cleric.
Now I would say trade it for the arrows because our cleric is hella strong. Doesn't need any help.
Wait, what do I have?
Divine
a-
rolls.
I have a scroll that I should have given to you when we first met you. That's what we have.
Oh.
Just look here what I have in my bag of goodies. Oh, okay. Dromac looks at him and goes, can see are a man of the world. Says as he like kind of looks at him like holding the arrow in his hand. And he takes his other hand and he uses his druid crafting to like make like a smaller version of the arrow. Just like hands it to him and goes, "I can make you arrows from Malaki herself."
Go ahead and roll percentile for me.
It's either gonna go really good or really bad.
What are you talking about? Things only go good when you roll percentile.
90. It was at 50, and then the percentile die just kind of over to 90.
Okay,
So
all right.
90.
It functions exactly as you were hoping.
Okay. Wait, if it was the Arcana roll, then it's plus 10, so 100.
Yep.
Okay.
Just as you were hoping. And he's like jumps back as soon as he figures out that you cast something, and he's like, please refrain from doing that within the walls of my shop. If you would take that magic business to the streets. But he does like your little trinket, and he says, perhaps a tiny creature would enjoy a miniature arrow such as this.
He looks down at it and he goes, "It's not the size, it's how you use it."
He says basically, he would buy tiny arrows like that, uh, 10 of them for a gold piece.
He kind of looks at it like, "Oh, I'll keep that in mind." And he puts it in his hand like, "First one's free," and he kind of looks at Nyx like, "Should I pay this much for these arrows?"
I'd I'd look at the guy and then in Thieves Can't, I'll just
How
be
many
like,
are you trying to buy, dude?
oh well,
I'm
yeah, I
probably
guess
thinking about just getting 3. I only have 963 gold after giving the blacksmith girl
gosh.
30.
Well, I think if you just say you want 3, but let Ara negotiate, you probably get it for 900 gold
Okay
or
with that.
950 or something.
I will mention to the guy, I'll just be like, not to it'll be in Thieves Can't, not to burst your bubble or anything, but
Oh, you have your
besides,
jewelry, dude.
well, yeah, I'll be like, besides the cleric over there, he's not the brightest at the moment. We all know that even 300 gold is basically average price, so you didn't cut us any deals.
And he looks like you've offended his honor, and he says, "Well, uh, might you not be including the cost of the inflation that has happened since these erratic times have come upon us? Well, weapons are the only thing that keep us safe, and that makes them a premium, sir."
Is that in Thieves' Cant or in like common?
He
Was
said
it?
that in common, I'm gonna say.
That's a
Okay,
tough one to argue with. I mean, weapons do.
Dromek looks up and he goes, "I mean, I would be inclined to say that faith keeps us safe. Is this not the time when the gods walk their own?"
He says, "Well, I haven't personally seen one, but these here I see, and I can touch these and feel these, and your opponent will feel these." And he points the end of it a little too hard, so he purposely draws a little bit of blood, but he's doing it for like the acting sake, and he's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
I
I'd like to mutter under my breath, be like, we've seen like 4 gods now. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I literally like I hear that and Nick say that, and I just kind of go, "Well, let's see. I've insulted Timora, became Maliki's champion, made fun of Merkel. At all of them,
But
Scottsdale."
Merkel wasn't actually Merkel, right? That was just like a thing he
yeah,
spoke
He
through.
counts it.
I was
He's
I
not
mean
very
I was
smart.
talking more.
he
No,
Oh,
counts.
no, wait. Not like you totally forgot we were at with Helm. We met
Yeah, we
Helm.
saw
Yeah.
Helm strike
Oh yeah.
Mistra down. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched Helm kill Mistra, and don't forget, I lived with Tyr for like decades. I mean, we're
That is true.
we're kind of old hat with the gods, honestly.
Yeah. He just kind of looks back at the shopkeeper and goes, "I understand where it might seem overwhelming not seeing one." He says, and he goes, "We can add 3 of these arrows to the pile." So he just kind of steps back to like the group of everybody.
I'll
I'd be
I'll
willing to do a negotiating roll versus
Okay.
roll with Ara if that's what you wanted, if you guys wanted to do.
Yep.
sure.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Ara, try and get the arrows at a
Alright.
discount, please. I like to
Okay,
just hand the arrows to Ara, dude. Just like, buy
cl-
these.
clear your table, your dice tray, and let's each roll a 20-sided. We'll do persuasion against persuasion. How's that?
All right.
Boom.
All right,
Get
here we
some drum
go.
roll music.
Come on, roll like
Oh
Raven.
no!
Roll like there we go.
Okay. Yeah.
26.
Oh
Let's
geez!
go.
Hey!
That's right. Nice
All right,
try.
Sure.
They're free.
you end up getting 5 of them in trade for your gold necklace, and the guy is practically crying when he's handing them over.
Negotiator.
He literally takes off his bracelet and hands it to him and looks at R and just goes, "You are a god." He looks at the guy and goes, "Make that 6." Just as he puts it into one of his spare quivers.
He's just like, oh no, I can't believe it. I gave up that.
I would like to just to kind of show how serious we are with purchasing stuff. I'm gonna take off the most expensive thing I have, which is my ring of invisibility, and put it on the table. I'll just be like, why don't you show us the best things you have, just kind of as a show of like, hey, we're not messing around here.
That would make this go faster. Like, I'll pull out my huge pouch of gold and just set it down next to him. Like, let's move this.
And then I'll take out my silver jewelry with corals in them, and then I say,
Ooh,
yes, the best things.
We're like, let's just
Let's let
giant flaming sword, regular size sword. Whatever you
Rex sees
have,
all
buy
this.
it or not.
Rex sees all this and just goes to his side and like I'm guessing at this point has like 2 sacks and just posts them both. And just clunk. Just
I'd
goes,
also be willing to trade my gauntlets if there's an upgrade available.
well, he says, I have something that you have never seen before. And he
"Good deal."
says, he
Oh, like that
says,
super expensive ring that traveling merchant had that one day, guys.
feast your eyes on this. And he pulls he goes over to a cabinet and he kind of shields the lock from you guys and he opens it up and pulls out what to you looks like an alchemy uh, kit set, just by its
Oh.
size of its box and such. And he puts it on the table and he flips the catches and opens it up. And you see there's a number of metal vials with stoppers, some wax for sealing, and like it's got like a formed molded little area with a spoon in it. Just looks like a common metal spoon. And he says, "Ah, what do you think of this?" And he spins it and shows you.
I mean, how am I gonna kill somebody with this?
How much is this for?
How much is that? That is a good question.
and
Let
do
me
do any of us know what it actually is?
It's an alchemy set. I think I would.
Well, is it something
uh,
more like I assume there's something more going on than just an alchemy set from the sound of it.
he says this 7,500 gold.
Damn.
I couldn't let it go for a copper less. And he kind of shoots our a look out of the side of his eye, and then he gets back into his character, and he's like, uh, he says, "Yeah, you're unfamiliar with this, I take it." And he smiles.
I assume we all are.
He says, "Well, might you have a magical potion on you?"
Yes, I have many of them.
Well, just one, perhaps, if you could just lend it to me, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my most valuable and expensive potion and hand it to him.
Which is what?
And then pull out my book at the same time and my pen.
Which is what potion are you handing?
It's my potion of heroism that Tyr gave
All
me. Drink in case of emergencies. What the
right.
bottle says.
And he nods and smiles and takes it from you. He says, "Don't have no worries, friend
I'm
barbarian."
not. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
And he
My
takes
pen
out
and ink.
this slender spoon that he has, and he asks Kay to uncork this for him.
Oh, okay.
And he smiles to the whole group again, and he slowly, dramatically dips the spoon into the potion. And he tink 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 tink. He takes it out and he hands it closer to you to put the stopper back on. Okay.
Yeah, I put it back on.
And he hands it back to Scottsdale, and thank you. And then he goes over to his little kit, and he picks up a empty vial, and he goes to Scottsdale, and he says, "Please pour some clean, pure water into this vial."
Ah,
Just non-magical, regular, clean water.
that's all I have. Just regular. I don't even have magic water.
Uh,
Now, how do you even get magic water?
and when you pour it in there, he flashes a smile to everybody again, and he goes, "Now," and he takes the same spoon and he ding 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 ding. Uh, Scottsdale, roll percentile for me.
23.
Ooh, looks like we're gonna have Eric's pit the second.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh
That's what I was
God.
thinking.
Oh God, no.
Well, it was a fun campaign, guys.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
And he carefully picks up a stopper, and he closes it and he seals it with a little bit of wax, and he goes, "I have just duplicated your potion."
Oh.
Oh.
Is it? I take
Interesting.
my original potion and I look at the other one. Do they look the same to me? I mean, I'm not a potion master.
They look exactly the same to you.
I feel like I've stared and petted the original one many times at night while everybody was asleep.
I guess through the mental link, I'll ask Ara, be like, "Is that a thing that exists?"
Do I know this?
You just did it. I mean, we just watched it happen.
I mean,
Um,
there are many ways to fool people.
I mean, I'm pretty perceptive, Ninx. People don't really. Poof. You
you're
know,
trying to think of if there is such a thing. Roll an Arcana check for me.
Fuck.
Oh,
Ooh.
you've never heard of it, Ara.
I've never heard of it.
what is this
I
called,
wouldn't
sir?
know.
He says, "Well, I call it the spoon of stirring."
Huh.
And he says it like it's a really important name.
It's just like to say in the mental link.
We're
That
all
is the
laughing in the
worst.
mental link.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah, I was
worst
about to
game.
say.
That what?
Huh.
Whisper,
Well,
Dromek whispers in Elven to Kay. Apparently, he's as good as giving deals as he is naming.
I just laugh in Elven.
Yeah, laughs in
You
Elven.
laugh in Elven.
Yeah. That's how you laugh in Elven.
Spoon of it's like taser. He says it like taser face. You know, when he says his name is taser face on the.
face.
Yeah, he says like he's really proud of it. The spoon of stir.
And
This is
then
pretty
my
incredible.
should we get it?
I mean, it
I asked
seems
people in the mental
awesome.
link.
It
Can
seems awesome, but
can I do an insight check just to make sure what I can hold again?
Sure.
what would we use it for, guys? Name one thing it's useful for.
Any potion
potions.
we ever get, like that potion that we're gonna make with the acid breath.
Oh,
Good point.
all right,
And I
all right.
and I also
Nat
see it under
20.
my oh.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. He is being 100% upfront with you, and you asked for his most prized, valued magical item, and this is it.
The only one that can afford something like that is Ara right now.
I think
All right.
I probably could if
I
I
don't know
traded
where people
something
get all
cool.
this money.
Well,
I
Ara's
literally
still
have
has,
100. I have
have-
100 gold to my name.
she got a
That's
I'm really
17,000
living like a
gold
priest out
necklace.
here.
Yeah. Well, I
I
also I got a 12,000, so I have one if I really need to.
Yeah,
It's
these two
even
have all
better,
that.
yeah.
I won most of my money in an arena fighting pit.
Yeah.
was from
You know what's,
starting. I really don't spend money all that much.
you know what's
I mean,
more valuable than all the money in the world? Salvation.
I
Okay.
definitely
Kevin
think we
Close
Then
should buy it.
food.
I
yeah,
take out
absolutely.
my I put away my silver jewelry and then I take out this beautiful gold jewelry that we got from the last time. And then I go to Jambles and I say, uh, how about I bargain with this jewelry? It's worth than it's the same worth as that alchemy um tool or even more since these
Ooh.
are rubies from
And
another land.
he like greedily takes it from you, and takes the monocle. So how much between you and me? How much is it worth regularly?
I whispered to him, it's 8,000 gold. Wink.
No, 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 not to him, to
Oh,
me.
okay. To you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's the value of what we're
Oh,
talking?
the real value of it is 7,000, but I'm trying to.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, so he, looks
Such
it
a
over,
good
and he's
deal too.
he's going through, and he's like, "Oh, this is beautiful piece, beautiful," and he'll start to haggle with you again if you want.
Ye- It's certainly easier to move than your alchemy kit.
Mm-hmm.
All
And
right.
these are jewels from
You'll
another
pretty
land.
much be able to take that straight to Lord Montague's wife. I mean, honestly, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't even give it to him. Just take it to Lord Montague's wife ourselves, and instead get that favor for us guys. I mean, I don't know.
Is that Morngrim that we're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yes,
Or
Morgan.
okay,
I took notes.
Montague.
That is
All
name.
right.
I just wrote it
So,
wrong.
Ara, go ahead and roll a 20-sided, and we'll do a persuasion versus persuasion here to haggle over the price.
Wait for I'm uploading the picture of what I got.
Ooh.
Oh, Foxer.
Oh,
Ooh,
it's over
very
here.
nice.
I'm over here being a poor boy.
Where are you? Where is it on our
In general.
Discord?
General.
Okay, I gotta go
Nice.
look
It's
at
very
it.
pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
So
Ooh, that
even with
is.
my necklace, I only have $1,100 to my name.
Right. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Let's go. The negotiator.
28.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh. It's not
Wow.
even like Why
At
why
least
do you
she
even
didn't really
try?
terrible.
She's not. Yeah, she's not even trying.
Not even sweating or
So
anything. She's just gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's this.
so
I got
let's
plus
see.
10 in persuasion. Let's go.
He he actually thinks that he came out on top of this. You were so masterful in your haggling that even though you took him, he thinks he came out on top, and
Poor
he's
fool.
going to trade it from you and give you 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Making out like a bandit.
Wow.
Basically robbed
Honestly,
the man.
honestly, being the spiritual man that I am, I almost feel bad.
You can pray for him later.
Yeah, I'll pray. I'll pray later.
I'll tell him like you can keep. Oh wait, with this gold, I would like to have two of those arrows myself. I mean, four of
Oh,
those arrows myself, if you don't mind.
yes, yes, he'll do that.
Okay.
So
We've
he
almost cleaned him out of
sold.
those arrows.
We start with 14, and Dromac, you bought how many?
If we took 5
5, I
from him
think, right? Yeah.
Five.
because of
Yeah.
our masterful dealings.
5, and now 3 more. You just
4
purchased
more.
4 more, so that's 9. So he has 5 left.
All right.
So
That's a good deal.
mm-hmm. Uh, do you also by chance have a bag of holding with you for Nyx?
oh no, no, he's not. That's I'm afraid that's all the magical wares that I have.
Okay. What should I put in the inventory for the alchemy thing?
Spoon of stirring, and I'll put it in your uh channel after we're done
Shut it.
tonight.
Okay.
That's when we learned that it was a whole. It was all a farce. It worked
Yeah,
like 2 times or something.
yeah. I'm gonna say it has one more use in it. It's actually cracked. It's flawed.
Mhm. And then I shake Jumbo's hand. It was nice dealing with you.
Oh, then very nice to deal with you, my lady.
Should we?
It's-
I'll
I feel
ask.
like. Oh, go ahead.
Should we get rid of the green dragon stuff while we're here? You know, just
I'm
try and get
feeling.
a
I
decent
need to
Oh
get.
deal.
yeah, that's true.
Let's get the rest of that loot divided up and get it, because I feel like I'm gonna have to order anything I want directly from that lady.
Yeah,
Sure.
probably.
There's nobody seems to carry any awesome weapons for killing people around here.
So yeah, you can basically bargain and get the standard price for any of those items that you want to sell, and then you can
Okay.
divide that up. I'm gonna make a quick bathroom break here while you figure that out, and we'll be
Sure.
right back.
So we're gonna get rid of
Wait, I
everything
forgot to ask if.
but the gland, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna get rid of everything but the gland.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I will do the math, and then we can divide up all the extra gold we have laying around amongst everyone,
Yep.
Sweet.
so that
Kay might be
Scott's
able to
been sent to
purchase something.
murder everyone.
Bro, I didn't realize how much money y'all had until I was like, oh my
Kay is
gosh.
getting purple armor, dude.
Should
Hey.
we? Do we want to get rid of the
Sure.
moonstones or any of that stuff, like the gems, the
I
regular
already got
gems?
Yeah,
my
that's up to
one. That's
you.
all I need.
So does
I
anyone?
already
Should we
got
keep
one.
them or should we just cash them in?
They're not. How much are they
Should we
We
worth?
say, like,
can keep them for
50
a
goldie.
while.
Yeah, just cash them
Yeah,
in.
and then
should we
the
keep like one or two though for like
You
just
know?
in case?
All right, yeah, I can do
You,
that. I'll keep the like what 2 moonstones, and then I'll keep the 2 black
yeah,
opals just in case.
Yeah,
All right.
keep the
yeah.
expensive because they could be used for crafting or something. But
Yeah. All right, makes sense.
I would say try and get, well, I don't know. Can anyone cast Revivify, or am I the only one who can do that? Just you.
Not
I
me.
think
I
the
think
only
that's all
one.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I can't
Only.
cast third level spells, so that's like I've been trying to like figure out a point I could get a diamond, like maybe even a couple worth 300 gold, but I can't cast third level spells yet. So, or until I don't even know if I'll be able to do it in this campaign, but maybe if I get really, really spiritual.
I mean, eventually, I think you'll be able to.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
But once we do that, then I mean, then Scottsdale, you're good. I mean, you don't even have to worry after that point.
Oh, Scottsdale's a zealot barbarian, so you don't need magical items to bring him back to life.
No.
His
Fine.
soul is always returned to his body by his deity.
Well, if anyone else dies.
Yeah, the rest of you guys, zealots, though, they have that cool feature where there's no things required for resurrection. I have to pee, though.
A
Cool.
lot of money. All right.
Wait, Brad, with the arrows, do I still have some gold left from what he paid me for the necklace?
You got 5. You got 4 of them, right?
Mm,
Isn't that how many arrows you got?
yes. And then
Yeah.
he
So
offered me
that was
2,000 gold.
that was the 2,000. Yep.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Or wait, no, that's not
cause
right, is it?
yeah, cause 3 is for
3 was
1,000, right?
1,000, so you would have got
Mm.
6 then.
Yeah, you could still have 500 left if you want.
Okay, I'll take the 500.
Okay.
I would like to take the second potion of heroism I got that I took,
Yeah.
not the original, but like the one that the guy made.
Yeah.
And I would like to stare at it and then hand it to Dromac. Because he
Ooh.
didn't get a welcome kit from his god. And so I feel like he deserves this knockoff.
There was no swag bag when he was recruited.
Did you hear
I
that,
just, I
Dromac?
just got back. I just got back.
Oh, I'm handing you one of my potions of heroism. Because after our talk the other night on Watch, when you explained that your god didn't give you a welcome kit,
Yeah.
and Scottsdale went off to pray, I felt bad for you. So I'm gonna give you this potion.
So as you like give it to Jomac, Jomac kind of looks at it and like looks up at you, looks at it, looks up at you, looks up, and like puts it in his bag. And you see him put his hands together, like a little. He brings out like a little symbol of tear that he drew crafted. He hands it to you.
It's I'm gonna put it on my robe.
Yeah, it's like he like made it so it's kind of like a what do they call like a brooch?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. So
All
we
right.
sidetracked on nerd stuff. Sorry, guys.
And
Sorry,
then-
people watching.
So as you guys finish selling the rest of the dragon parts that you wanted to sell, and you got the full value for them, you exit, and you see um, one of the guys you met before, Hawksguard, and he's in the street, and he's asking people where you are, and
Howdy.
when you come out, he quick sees you and he spins and he rushes over and he says, "Lord Mordgrim requests your presence at the Twisted Tower immediately."
Oh. Right.
Uh-oh.
He
Well,
probably wants to pay us, guys. We haven't got no shit. That's probably what it is.
For all the stuff we sold, everyone should get 196 gold, 60 electrum, and 150 silver.
Can you say that again?
Hey, can you just type that out in the general?
You're so needy.
Yes, I am.
So needy.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
all I was thinking.
I
That's
was
all I
going
was thinking the whole time.
That was including some of the stuff we hadn't split up before, so I just put it all together and divvied it out. So.
Oh yeah, now I'm up to 350 gold in total.
Hey, there you go. Running with the big dogs
Hey.
now.
Honestly, I'm like the cleric of all clerics.
Let's go. So as we head to Lord Morgrim's, we're like, so
Lord
feel like-
Before we
loser.
go,
freaking
would I
Loser.
know? Would I know how much longer I have till Remy comes to Gambles? Like, have we spent like that time? Like, is Remy there waiting for him for Dromic when
Oh
he
yeah,
leaves?
yeah. Remy can be back and meet you and quick scurry up your cloak as you guys head past to go to the tower.
I just don't want to leave the little guy behind.
Absolutely.
I love Soul Sucker, but I'm thinking I should trade Soul Sucker. What do
I
you
love the
think?
name Soul
We're just
Sucker.
making
The
small
Lance.
talk as we drive, as we ride.
Lance, right?
I do love taking people's souls.
I mean,
Oh,
Lances are very
Soul
good for
Sucker.
mounted combat, so.
That's true.
Like Drumlife looks at you and just
It,
goes,
it
I
has the
mean,
soul
it's a
in it
really
right
good thing for Hellion. I mean, it is like his accessory.
now. It does look cool too. That's
Yeah.
really probably the most important part of it.
Probably.
We're just waiting for you to say we arrived, Brad. Whenever.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, Thunderbrand was there. Oh man, he's back.
Oh, wait! I have the stat for Venom. I don't need
Who's
Venom.
who's all still in the mind link, Nix? Go ahead and
It'll be. Oh, I didn't roll for it the first time. Let me just see how long it lasts. 2 hours. That's fine. It'll be everyone but Dromac. And Raven. Sorry, Raven
so
doesn't count.
go ahead and just circle those people for you. All right. So you guys get ushered in, and you what you see is a very flashy elven delegation.
Oh boy.
Uh, they are having a meeting with Lord Morngrim and Lady Cheryl, and let's see, here we go. Um, when you walk in, you come in on a conversation where Lord Morngrim is trying to basically recruit the elves of Cormant Thyr uh, to help in the upcoming battle of the Dales. And the the lead elf is a female, about 4'9", gold elf with cascading uh, russet red curly hair, and she has a male gold elf next to her that looks like a very uh, uh, self-assured fighter with scimitars on each side. And there's also a guy who kind of looks like almost like a scribe uh, kind of deal, an older, much older elf than the rest of them. And then there's six royal guards that are also with him. And um, he's really working hard to try to get them to commit to the defense of ShadowDale as you guys are ushered in to take seats near the front.
Gosh,
And
Jay, I can't believe they brought all these people to see me. I didn't have my new clothes yet.
and the female in a very polite comment says that that her uncle uh, is going to have to respond uh, in a negative manner to your request. And she explains that the humans have constantly been encroaching uh, on their territory. In fact, even now, there's one that's making his home in Elven Woods and cutting down trees for his home and hunting quite frequently, taking game and it's just another example of the humans, the way that they take the lands continually from the elves. And he's Morngrim says he's very sorry to hear that, and then he stops for a minute. He says, "Oh, I would like to introduce you," and he calls Kay forward, and
Oh
he
great.
says, um, "This is Felicity, and she is an envoy from the leader of the elves." And she speaks in Elven and introduces herself as the coronal's heir, Avre Iritholo. And you know that Felicity is the common translation for her name. And so she's not giving them her elven name, she's giving them her human name.
Would
And
I
yeah,
know that it's proper not to use her elven name, or could I use it in Elven to greet her?
oh yes, in elven, in the elven language, you would be expected to address her by her elven name.
And I know, based off of what you're saying, like I'm well aware she's very high up, basically.
Yes,
She's the
so
spokesperson for. Yeah.
yep. So you would know that she is the niece of Eltergrim Erithel, who was in charge when you left.
Okay. Well, I would give a very deep bow, greet her in the proper Elven way with her name, and wait for her to say something else to me because I know that I'm supposed to wait. Speak before wait.
And she responds pleasantly, and she will introduce her learned teacher, uh, Srinshi, who you would know has been the longtime tutor of the royal family, and her personal bodyguard, Josiah, and you would recognize him as an elven blade singer. And um, she asks you in Elven what you're doing here.
um, I've been traveling through, obviously in Elven, traveling through the realms originally with the Company of Dawn, in search for signs of Salune and to help people in general. And I've offered my assistance along with the party that I've joined to help these people defend their lands.
Very noble of you. And she takes note of Ara, and she asks the same. What is your purpose here, aquatic elf?
My purpose here is also to help the people because these are times of dire need, ma'am, because of what's happening around the world. We are also going to be affected by it.
Have you guys been speaking in common this whole time?
Elven.
No.
Outside of her
Elven,
initial
Yeah.
greeting
we
when she
spoke in
mentioned it.
Elven.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep. Lord Morngrim spoke in common. Everything else between the elves has been in Elvish. Speaking of that, does anyone besides our two elves speak Elvish?
I do. Dromac.
Dromac does? Okay. So she's not addressing you, but you know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
And she listens to what Ara has to say, and she raises an eyebrow, kind of Spock like, and she inclines her head a little bit, and she says, "Well, then I wish you all the best." And as she turns to Lord Morngram and says, we hope that you succeed in your and this is in common, in your upcoming battle." She says, because we have no love for the Zentarum. Uh, I can tell you this, she says. The Greenwood has been taken over, and they now hold that as well as the city of um, Vunlar. Let me pull up a map for everybody, just in case we are not incredibly familiar with the realms. Um, so if you zoom in and you see the ShadowDale, the whole dale itself. Once again, you guys are here in the town of ShadowDale. This is called the Greenwood, this little patch right here. And Vunlar, she tells you, has been completely taken over by the forces of Zental Keep as they're approaching your town. and all of the elves have been driven out of these woods because there were skirmishes, and they just pulled them all back. But she tells you that there is very large forces that are uh, massing at Vunlar and will be, in her opinion, on the move very shortly to head for ShadowDale.
Before she leaves, can I ask her in Elven, like, is the Zentarim the people that's been occupying your forest or was trying to live in your forest, or it's
Yeah,
another entire being?
so you know the Zentrum are the evil followers of Bane, uh, and you've uh, you've known them to be kind of like the Russia of this world. Kind of, they're always looking to expand. They're always looking to dominate, and they haven't really been after the elves' territory much. They're more after economic gains and land gains in the human realms. But certainly, they would be taking advantage of any chance they get to gain anything they can monetarily from elves, no doubt. But that wouldn't be the normal. She was speaking more of just the ever encroachment upon the forested lands by the other species is what she was really referring to. She
I'm also going to interrupt their leaving at
yeah,
the end. No, continue. At the end.
oh, they're getting ready to leave.
Oh, I want to stop the guy, not the female, because I don't know her. So I want to stop the guy who seems tough.
The Blade Singer.
Yep, I'm gonna put my hand on his chest, and I'm gonna go. You know, with your long lives, you seem to think that things just are beneath you. But from experience, once you die, and there's no little people left for them to crush, you'll have no allies, and you'll be alone and surrounded by wolves. And I'll flash my golden eyes and my divine aura by going into a rage so that the flames
Ooh,
all over my body. And I'll go, but, Lord Morgrim, before I died, I was from the Ride. I don't talk about it much, but I think you could find an ally closer to the keep than you think. And I'll let the elves pass. That's all I wanted to say to them. I'll even let the rage fall.
he he initially was kind of nonplussed when you stopped him there, but he when you flashed his eyes and did he you can see he definitely had a little bit of like game recognizes game kind of thing there, and inclined his head as he then kind of goes past you. But she will bow to Kay and actually go to embrace Ara.
Oh,
Do you accept her embrace?
I accept her
You're hot.
embrace,
Do it.
and then I whisper to her, you know, going if we are going to combine forces against the Zentarim, I think we could proclaim your woods back. I would help you
Mm.
negotiate if needed.
She says, I appreciate that, cousin. And then she whispers in Elven, um, the human that they spoke of, uh, rumor she has rumor that he's going to be under attack very soon. And with that they leave.
I'm so glad he didn't kill me, guys. Okay, Lord Morgrim, back to where I left off. On the other side of the ride, I don't think about my human life much. But there's a tribe that's been at war with the Zentrum forever. Do you know who's leading it? The Araka tribe.
And he consults Hawksguard, and
When I
they say,
died, it was my dad, but I died. I've been dead for, I don't know how time works, so.
Yeah, they said, well, we're not sure, but we believe we could get in contact with them. Why do you ask?
So what I remember is not a lot because I was a child when I left, but my grandfather used to tell me that we've been at war with Zentrum forever, since the Great War, and it's never stopped. They're evil, evil people, and our tribe are followers of Tyr. Um, Many of us born with divine blood. I'm just kidding. It's only me. I'm pretty great. Anyway, that's irrelevant to the story. I believe that I could get to them and back quickly enough to maybe get a message to them, and when you're fighting your battle here, they can attack the keep directly.
Yeah,
Foreseeing maybe some forces to fall back and relieve some pressure off of you. I'm not a smart man. This is all I got, guys.
yeah.
This
He
is it.
says he says, well, we
Essentially,
will involve you in our war council
oh,
and let us definitely work on doing something with you contacting your people. That would be of great help to us.
Hey, we could fly together. Kay flies too. He doesn't want us to take a trip.
He thinks that's great, and he's all for it.
Max can like walk over to Scottsdale, put his like arm on Scottsdale's shoulder, and like whispers into Scottsdale's ear. He goes, "Do you think I should try to get my people involved?"
Do they live around here?
Not close, but maybe within a few weeks they could get here if they'd answer my call.
Honestly, I think it's always
what time
good. I
did it
mean,
start? I
they're
saw.
gonna want to be in war because they're orcs, right? And I mean, that's just fun for everybody.
I know.
And this guy's paying, right? Like, oh,
When
orcs
And
also love war and
we
money.
but
we know they're
Dromack
gonna
kind of
be
looks
here
around and
within a
like
couple
looks at the
days, though,
really.
right?
Yeah, in a couple
Yeah,
weeks, it's all going to be over.
No.
yeah, okay. So I wasn't sure exactly the timeline of like how long.
Yeah, they are in just like hurry up mode right now. So
Yeah. Then never mind.
so uh Morngrim thanks you guys for coming. He's like, oh, I thought really I could get more influence by showing that we had elves already on our side. And I apologize to interrupting you, as it just didn't work out that way. But I appreciate you coming.
It's a bad time to ask for my daily 15 gold then. I mean, since I'm here. I don't want to make it awkward, but
Yeah, Brayscar can give the 15 gold for today's efforts to everybody.
thank you.
Hey,
Cool.
making your way up, Kay.
We're getting so drunk,
All right.
guys. Yeah,
Okay,
off
so
duty.
he he closes the audience and has you guys leave.
think, like, I wonder how much time has passed. Who do you think's in charge over there? Oh, this is weird. What if it's my brother? He was like a kid when I died.
I think it's funny how he thought bringing elves to an elven meeting would just be like, oh, well, you have elves helping you. We'll definitely come.
Help
You
you,
know,
I
yeah.
literally thought that was gonna work. I would have done the same thing. Like,
Yeah, me too.
He was
like
playing
I don't know
every
why
card he could.
Ara, why don't you get the sea creatures to fight as well on our behalf? Do you have that ability to manipulate them?
I go
We're talking about
and
this, by the way, on the way back to Icy's house. Like,
Okay.
I tell to Scottsdale, uh, I can't talk to sea creatures, but also my people are from another realm, not from here.
I was just thinking, like, if you could summon like a whale that would just like knock over their boat of soldiers on the way to the war, like, dude, that saves time.
If only I could talk to animals, Scottsdale. If only I could
Well, I
talk
had a
to
total
animals.
misunderstanding of what you could do. Dromac can talk to animals. I mean, I thought you could.
Plus, there's
I
not a
could
lot of
too.
ocean in between you and
No,
Zentrum Keep, so
Mm-mm.
I've been looking at the map. There's not.
not a huge amount of
There's like a
ocean
lake.
there.
She's all summoning bass. Go,
There's a lake. There's
those
a
The
flying
whale
lake.
just
carp.
flies off and dies. I'm like, okay.
Hungry
Dude, those
sea
flying
bass.
carp will knock a dude out, though. Like, let's be real. They're big
They will.
boys.
Sea bass with lasers.
Lazy. All right.
Lasers.
So we're back
Laser.
at Icel's place.
So, Ara, do you want to tell them what you've been told?
Uh, oh, okay. Oh, wait. Told by who?
By the princess.
Oh, I will keep it to myself for now.
Okay.
I love secrets.
Does Remy tell me anything as we're going back to Icel's house? Like, did he find any information that's interesting?
Yeah. So, what kind of? I mean, he tells you that the best food that he's found is from the scraps of the old Skull Inn, and he can
That's
basically
important information.
guarantee that you guys are going to have a banquet if you go there.
I
That
mean,
Um,
is
that
worth
is
his
good
weight
information.
in dragon.
But can I also go to Kay for a while and speak to him in Elven and tell him about what the princess told me?
sure.
We still have the
Bas-
I
mental link active, so there's
So
no
if I
secret
yeah.
right now.
if it wasn't clear on what she said, basically, if you guys are concerned with helping humans, she says she has it on good authority that there is going to be an attack very soon on that human that has taken up residence in the Greenwoods.
Yeah. I
Stay
tell
right
Kay this and I tell him, do I tell the rest of the party or do I just keep it to myself? I need your advice.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's hard because he's obviously damaging the forest, which, being a wood elf, kind of a fan of the forest.
All
um,
actually really big nature fans.
yeah.
Scottsdale, all of
Yeah,
us. That's weird. We're like a
all
team
of
of
them.
hippies.
Nyx, yeah, he can take it or leave it.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't like the jam. He's like, you
Neutral.
guys are fans of it, and I really want. I'm a
And
follower.
Well, and
some
Ara's
some
an
sometimes
ocean
it's nice.
nature person, so just all the different kinds of nature.
That's
Um,
right.
Deep
Mm.
forests. That'd be cool to see.
So we just let nature take its course and let
We're
him be a champion.
heroes.
Do you
I
each have like
guess.
a ring representing an element, but then one of you is an odd man out who represents love?
Oh, it's
Uh,
Dromac. Dromac's heart.
Oh
Dramax
Drowsy
no.
heart.
Dromac.
At
Um,
this point.
I'll ask. Like, I mean, I don't know. Is it? I guess it depends on what we think. Are the elves gonna take that person out of the woods? Is that what you think she was insinuating, or is it just? I don't know. I
make
don't
your
That's
really
what I'm
know.
insight.
confused. It's
ma-
either
Yeah,
Guys,
make an
there's
insight
no.
roll, Ara, to see if what you thought she meant
If
to
we're in the
herself or
mental link
someone else.
still, then the elven thing doesn't work. So we'd have to drop it if you want it to be secret, or time has
Well,
to.
no, the mental link just allows them
11.
to talk. It doesn't like everything we say doesn't go through the mental link.
Oh, I thought it changed
Okay.
everything to common.
Oh no! It's actually
It's
inside your head, so they
13.
can basically think and say,
18.
"Hey, I can do this."
13, 13.
Um,
Thank you so
you
much.
got the impression that she was saying the forces of Zento Keep were going to be attacking.
Mm. And I tell Kay that I don't
Well,
think it's them taking him out.
hmm, I mean, I guess we could probably try and go warn him. Perhaps maybe at the night. I don't know if the whole group wants to go, or how far away do you think it is?
She said like it's in the forest nearby.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard
Yeah.
day's ride to get there.
Mm-hmm. Like up north to where
Hmm.
we are. Oh, which reminds me, maybe I should tell Lord Morngreb that. Yeah, I'll do
Man.
that.
We'll say we'll
I
just
just got that too. I was slow on the uptake on that
we'll just say, just for the purposes of our game, even though it doesn't really work for the scale of the map, we'll just say it'll take you the better part of a day to get there.
Okay. So I hurriedly I look at Kay and I go like, I have to go.
Oh,
And I
okay.
run back to where Lord Morngrim is to
You were-
inform him ahead of time.
Meet us at Icy's.
Oh, so yeah, you get stopped, by by the guards, and then eventually you get an audience with Hawk's guard, and he says, "What can I do for you, Lady Ara?"
I go like, Hawksguard, I need to talk to Lord Morngrim. Very quick. Urgent. Yes.
Well, I can relay whatever message you have.
Uh I uh can I trust you though?
You know that Hawksguard was first introduced to you as the acting captain of the guard.
He's the first
Fine.
person we met. Yeah, when we came in, he's the first person we met. He got
Yeah,
us our
Okay.
jobs.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You must tell this him urgently, but the forces of Zentarum are a day away from this place. The princess uh told me a while ago and I just remembered it. Like I just realized it later on. Tell Lord Mongram and then I shake him.
And away from what place?
Uh what was the name of the can you show me the map again?
The Greenwood?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay, so
forgot
you're
the
basically
river.
going to tell them that that person that let's set up homestead out there is going to be wiped out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
And he says, "Well, I will relay that to him immediately, although I don't know if there's anything that we can do ourselves."
But at least we'll be ready if they come here.
All right,
If
and
they decide to come here.
he thanks you, and he hurries back to inform his lord.
Okay. And then I take my water skin and then drink from it and then run back to the party.
Um, so information that Remy has. He tells you something. He tells you a lot of stuff that are just important to rats, but he also comes back.
I mean,
He
all that's
also
good
comes,
information.
yeah. He also comes back with one very interesting bit of information. Do you remember how the Twisted Tower was of different kind of architecture?
Yes. Like a drow make, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yes. Well, he says that aside from having great food thrown out in their garbage, the Old Skull Inn is built upon an older inn that basically was has been ruined longer than he has any knowledge of. However, there's some interesting tunnels that go deep into the earth underneath the Old Skull Inn.
Hmm.
Just a something of interest that he picked up.
So as he's telling, I'm like, Dromax at this point, like listening, like, yes, the Old Skull Inn has good garbage. Thank you, Remy. That is good information to have if we're roughing it tonight. And like, not trying to be like mean, like trying to be like, yes, Remy, you're doing good. And also, like Remy just like drops that, was like, oh yeah, and also like it's built upon da 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 da. Like Dromax literally just stops, just pulls a Scottsdale, just stops right when everybody's walking, and just goes, what?
Hold up. Record scratch.
Alright. And
And
he
from
like
go ahead.
he listens again to Remy, like basically say it again, like, oh yeah, it's built upon same kind of structure, older than he has any knowledge of, and it's like, and he like looks at Kay, because Kay was the one who like figured out it was Brow made. He goes, hey, Remy found something.
Oh, okay.
Uh, you know
Trash.
the
Garbage. Yeah, yeah, trash.
yes, lots and lots of trash, but something more important than trash, if you can believe it. Uh, you know the
I'll
inn that
remember
we
it.
keep hearing about, the Old Skull Inn.
Oh,
Yes.
there's gonna be good
Uh,
food there, huh? And we can just eat out of the
yes, yes,
trash.
he has
We're
drilled
gonna
that
have to go
home. That they have
inside.
really good. Yes,
Excellent.
we should go inside because scraps. You're getting me beside the point, Scottsdale. Apparently, whatever that's made out of, he points to the twisted keep. That's built on top of something extremely like it that has tunnels leading deep into the ground. It's older than any of the rats have any knowledge of.
Well, let's go
Oh,
check those
damn.
holes out then. I love looking at stuff.
And he
With
nods
that,
and he goes, "Yeah, but what I'm wondering is, could that be something, an entrance of attack from the Zental Keep people?"
Well, when Remy gets describing it in what he's seeing from his vantage point, Kay basically determines that there are some ancient passageways into the Underdark in this area, and one of them is beneath the Old Skull Inn.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in the book I gotta kill that live down there.
yeah, you probably don't want to go down to the Underdark, honestly.
Pretty much we do, because there's so many people down there to kill. Like,
Well,
there's a god down there that I want to kill somewhere. Like, there's that dead guy who I killed once who cursed me. I want to kill him again.
He said, and Strobeck looks at you and goes, "Wait, that guy went to the Underdark? I thought you killed him."
Oh, is that not what you're talking about?
no. So the Underdark is where the Drow kind of live and some other stuff like that. I think you're thinking of the Underworld.
Oh, I thought it was the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. I
oh.
can understand how you'd mix them up.
Sure,
They both
sure.
start with the same word.
Yeah.
Under. I mean, that's
It's
confusing
fair.
right there,
It's
guys.
fair. It's fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
And then
uh,
I think,
sorry.
is it possible that there might be drows still down there?
Yeah, he
Would
looks at
I know
Remy
of
and goes,
that?
did you smell
Oh,
any people down there, like drows or other people?"
Uh, no, he said he didn't see any dark elves down there. But he just you asked him to go find out cool things, and that's just one of the many things he came back with.
And
I found
lots
He
of
he
so
like
many cool things.
he pets Remy and just goes, "Remy, you will eat like the king you are tonight, not from the garbage can."
Oh.
maybe later if we get drunk.
You see his whiskers just twitching away at that.
Would I know of any drow that would? I mean, because I know the drow are in the forest now, and they've actually taken over a lot of it. I wouldn't know of a
Yeah.
lot of them still living in the Underdark, right?
So, so you would be able to tell the party very vivid accounts of how, with so many of the elves leaving, basically our area, and being called to the elven homeland. Um, that really is just a surface elf deal. That is not. It doesn't exist for the dark elves. So the balance of power has shifted dramatically, and you would know that a pretty hot uh, kind of guerrilla warfare state existed between the drow and the elves of Cormanthor when you left.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I would explain, and I've honestly been searching also to try and find answers for that, but it's definitely not good that this is under here. But I don't know how much. I don't I would I would deduct basically that I don't think the Zementhar, what are they called? Zementhars?
Dental.
Zenthram,
Zenthal. Zenthram. I don't think they're going to be
Zentokeep.
using these though, because these are definitely not something that they'd probably want to be venturing in.
Okay, I was just worried that we could get attacked from behind as we're defending the city.
unless they've partnered with the Drow, which I find highly unlikely, considering I don't think the Drow really care too much about them. They just seem
I
to
mean,
worry about us.
I don't think
if
I
you
don't
want
think
to be extra cautious, I could put a glyph there, just in case.
like Jeremiah kind of stands there and scratches his head a little bit and like thinks about it. He goes, "Oh, I don't think using a spell, especially the way magic has been working, would be for the best. I don't know much about the Drow, but if you two that need to know a lot about them think that they wouldn't partner with them or share secrets about maybe tunnels throughout the city, then I don't see a reason to really be worried about it."
Okay.
Yeah, they're not too nice of people. They kind of like to keep things their own way.
None of the followers of Bane that you've been fighting, all the forces of the Zentrum so far, you haven't seen any evidence of any Drow with them.
Well, all right. We really should focus, I guess, on killing the Bane followers. They're the worst.
Agree.
Kay, you're so smart. You're always bringing us back. I get so
So
excited to smash things.
so why don't we, for the purpose of moving our game along, why don't I have you guys submit what you would want our caravan contact to try to arrange for you sometime during the week. Send that in our chat that we have with our page. And why don't we just say it is uh, about time for evening feast after you
Ooh,
get done talking
delicious.
with her and getting negotiations.
Well, I'm getting kind of hungry, so shall we go to that wonderful place Remy was telling us about?
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Remy sings its praises very highly, and Remy does not give out praises like this very easily. Their garbage must be exquisite.
I mean, personally, I kind of just want to go straight to the garbage. I feel like that's where the real
Uh,
food's going to be at. That's
You
what
say that,
I'm
and he looks
Remy.
at, he pulls out Remy and goes, "Do we eat inside or go right to the garbage?" Because as he looks at Remy,
well, Remy's good to head right for the garbage.
Remy says we can go right for the garbage, Scottsdale. It is up to you.
Yep. See, I feel like we're good no matter where we go, guys.
I would prefer not to eat through the garbage. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I will not take you up on that offer, but you are more than happy to do so if you want.
Nick still thinks he's kind of insane for listening to this rat so much.
It's like I
Uh,
think Jeremiah got hit in the head one too many times.
No, absolutely.
Approaching the Old Skull Inn, you see a very nice 3-story building, and it is very lively talk. Now, you would know this inn is so famous, like when people describe quality inns, they'll say it's like an old skull or something. This is like all the through the lands. That is like a saying, like someone would say so and so such a good basketball player like LeBron. This would be like this inn is so good it's like an old skull or something, right? Um
Mhm.
so that's how you know this by
The
reputation.
pinnacle of excellence.
Yeah, it's right up there, right?
It's going to be so expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, he had the
Kay's,
rates posted.
Kay's buying.
It's not that bad.
It's okay,
Not
guys.
for
I'll do
us with
my
how much
team.
money.
We can live like kings.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I can live like a priest.
Maybe you are hitting the garbage tonight.
You know what? Come on, Remy, let's go.
Uh
Teach me your ways, Rat King.
So is it all basically like if you were to get basically if we go and get dinner, it's going to be what they have on the menu that night,
Yep,
essentially? Okay.
correct.
Well, and when you kind of think about it in reality, though, like, I mean, a gold piece for dinner is like an astronomical amount of money in real life. Like, but for us, it's like, yeah, gold piece, whatever.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
in their time, it's like you just paid a gold piece for dinner. That what?
Yeah, that's
Remember
pretty
correctly,
huge.
it's like a soldier's like yearly income is 1 gold or something like that. Oh,
Yeah, we're just like, dinner. Here you go.
that's a dinner.
That's why it pays to be entrepreneurs. And our
Let's do it. Why not?
what we're doing is just adventure. That's what we're entrepreneuring.
That's right.
Mm,
So
So
go
we
ahead
should
and drop your guys on the map here.
oh, 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 oh,
And then
oh.
roll your fall damage.
Boom.
Yeah, because Raven went and cast a spell again.
Oh, jeez.
Which means we're flying like the Wile E. Coyote.
I made this map myself on
Ooh.
my Dungeon
Ooh.
Draft software that I purchased.
Oh,
Soft
Very
clap.
nice.
Soft clap.
congratulations.
So if we have any complaints, we know who to address it to. I
Yes,
guess.
if there's any errors or complaints, it is all me.
Which then he'll just send up to upper management and blame me.
Pass the buck.
All right.
Very nice.
So I'm going to say there's more patrons than I actually have shown here. I just put in a good amount. And you have the rates for dinner, and you see a serving gal and a young boy bopping around, bussing tables and serving. There's a number of soldiers in here. There's plenty of common folk as well. You notice there's a very large bouncer observing from the corner. What do you wish to do?
Well, let us find a table. I want to eat some good food and drink a good bit because I have not done so in a while.
Let's sit at this table by the green dragon's head.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
And then I'd like to speak
Absolutely.
loudly next to this person. Man, I can't believe we couldn't find anywhere to buy awesome magical weapons today. What a huge disappointment of my day.
Oh. Um, oh, there, I made an error already. There's supposed to be a horse's hitch over here that I forgot to add.
Oh, worst map ever.
I would like to speak to your manager.
um, let's see. I got a serving girl here.
Thank you for calling Charlie's House of Maps. How can I help you?
Timing ever too.
So a gal comes and takes your orders. Are we looking for 6 dinners?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And I would
Seven.
like
I
some
would like
drinks.
2.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy comes over and gives you all waters and puts out some cloth napkins and utensils and hurries off. And when they're done, this gentleman over here next to you,
Who doesn't look evil at all?
Yeah, not at all.
Very trustworthy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He grew in
Oh my god.
size.
I feel like just he's gonna be a bad guy, like a were.
I feel like he's from an anime called Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I love
he is by far the best dressed person in the skull tonight, and he says, Well, my friend, he says, I think I could be of service to you. Why don't you come over here and join me at my table?
Sure, that's like a great idea. Hi, guy. that I
And
don't know.
and really quickly, he signals, and this girl is there like instantly, and
Fancy wine.
gives you a new drink, and he tips her, and he says, "Tell me, friend, what is it that drives your need for magical weapons?"
Oh, um, wait a second. Okay, this guy's asking me questions. Am I allowed to answer them?
I have like my mouth full of food. Wait, did we get our food yet or no?
No,
Oh, okay.
You've just got some like fresh baked bread
Oh, I'm
and
definitely eating that.
yeah, like stuff that little appetizer stuff that they have
I
out
want
for
that right
Oh,
now.
Well,
uh, I don't know. He looks kind of shady to me. Like based on a glance, he looks kind of. Does he look shady to me or not really?
No,
Judging,
look
right?
at him.
You're
He's
so
a
judgmental.
smile.
Well, I was saying with my passive perception or whatever, just a quick glance. Does he look like a decent person or?
Yes, he looks like a fine man. Look at those good clothes. He's got earrings that are obviously solid gold.
definitely not
You know
vampire
what? I'm gonna
teeth.
go on my
Definitely
own
not
instincts
suspicious.
here, okay? This is a solid guy. All right.
Okay.
You know,
I'll
buddy, the deal is I'm here as a hired muscle. I don't tell anybody, but we're a huge group of like adventurers. Like we're all pretty badass. Kate, see that dragon's head right there? Kate could just kill that if he felt
Oh,
like it. Like so strong. That guy.
well, we're very lucky to have you here then at this time of need for our town.
No.
Are you staying at the Twisted Tower?
Oh, I don't. Where are we sleeping, Kay?
probably
I
here
don't. I don't remember.
because they have rooms here, right?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, probably
Probably
here.
here.
Oh, and
Here.
when
We're staying here. I say matter of factly.
whenever Scottsdale
Oh.
leaves, I'd like to link me, Scottsdale, K, and Dromac.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sure. I yell things too out loud, so feel
Mm.
free.
Yeah, just in case you feel like being discreet, being like, "Hey, should I do something?"
So
uh,
he says you're staying here. Oh, that's marvelous. He says, "Do you know that the Old Skull is known far and wide for its rooms decors? Every single room here is uniquely furnished and has a theme."
have an underwater theme because Ara loves
Yes,
the water. She talks
yes,
to fish.
there is a fine room of a water theme.
Ara, they have a room with
Oh.
fish tank.
Ask him what room that is.
Okay. All right. I'll ask him.
and he points you over to a board that has all of the rooms listed out for you, and I need to find it in our ShadowDale.
Ara's like, I still can't talk to fish, Scottsdale.
I was like, I still can't talk
Still
to
not
fish
something
though.
I can do.
I'm gonna see if it probably isn't gonna let me cut and paste it into the chat. Is it the bot will get me or something, won't it? I'll
I
try
want
to
to
Yeah, it'd
point
paste
out
probably be
that
too long.
it.
the
It's gonna
barkeep,
be
Jahil, looks incredibly intimidating.
it's gonna be too long for this, but I'll try it anyway. Oh, it took it. Okay, now the audience can see all the rooms at the Old Skull, and maybe the audience can pick a room for you guys to stay in. Um, but based on the uh, descriptions or names of these rooms, you would guess that the blue room is the. Oh, it didn't do with the blue room, did it?
The barn is probably where Scottsdale's going to wind up, and probably
The
Dromac when
blue
he's
room?
drunk.
Last one, petticoats. Okay, wait, I'll try to
Tomac
get
might end
the
up with a trash can with Remy if when he
Right.
gets too drunk.
stopped at the petticoats.
Yeah.
Uh let me get
The
from
huntsman's
petticoats on
room.
and see if I can't copy and paste that for the viewers. How's that? Nope, still didn't get it. It ended at Numpkin's
Uh,
Rest.
So it
Oh,
only
there's
missed
Oh,
one
the
at the end.
blue room is 1 gold a night.
Yep.
the only room after that list is the Cedar. That's the last one. So
So
Oh,
one
so anyway,
gold.
the blue room is the aquatic room.
I'm chewing my bread. I'm like, oh, thank you.
I mean, the Emperor sounds fun. It's 5 gold.
true. Would be sweet. I like
I
the
mean, that's
bar.
a penance for us.
Well, so basically, this whole party of adventures, we were out shopping all day, and it was exhausting. It was really disappointing. I couldn't find anything cool.
Well, I did not see you come to Where Guns Shop.
Well, do you sell magic items? That's really all we wanted today, right, guys? That's what we were looking for.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, pretty much. Is that something your shop sells?
Um, of course, I have marvelous magical items, more than you could get anywhere in this whole dale.
Hmm.
In fact,
That's
Elminster himself has been known to shop my wares.
no, you're kidding. We met that guy. He turned me into a frog the other day.
Oh, he looks you up and down like, really?
He's such a joker, that guy. Did you touch his sign? I look at my finger. I touched his sign.
And you've got like a light, like a fuchsia kind of scar on your purple skin from where you got it like sliced into.
It
And
says don't touch.
he
You
says,
shouldn't.
no, I would never do such a thing like that.
Yeah,
But
it says don't.
I am not brave like you.
Okay. Is he
He says,
lying to me? I don't
tell
think bravery is why you made me do it.
tell Weregun what type of weapon you need.
Um, I want a magic long sword that turns on fire. That's all I want.
A flaming sword, you say?
Sure. I feel like it'd be awesome.
Oh, I'm not sure, and I mean no offense, but I'm not sure you could afford such an extravagant item. I mean, that's not something a common man could afford, and not that you're common in the least, but how would you have gotten that type of coin?
Oh, I have 10 gold, sir, on me. How much could something like this cost?
For a flame tongue?
Sure. I have no idea.
Lord.
But,
Any
what I
guesses?
do have that I'd be willing to make a trade with you is this. And I go, as you can see, there's nothing in my hand. And I'll hold my hands up. And then I'll go, "Ah!" and get my dagger of venom. I have this. We have the magical contraption thing.
Oh yeah.
For a man of your nature, I feel like having a weapon that you could dispatch with nothing in your hands could be useful to somebody like you. I'm just saying.
Oh, Weregund is not a violent man, sir.
My point,
I would
exactly.
have no need for such an item. I'm a friend to all.
Either way, I can trade that. I have this.
He says, he says, such a valued weapon of war that you speak of would not be anything less than 5,500 gold.
Okay.
Oh,
How,
that's
how
nothing.
much? How much is the dagger of venom worth that we have?
Dagger of Venom.
It's also blue, and it has the automatic poison.
It is 3,000 gold.
Okay. And does that include the magic scabbard that I have with it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Is 5,500 gold a good deal in the mental link to Ara? Because she's the one who's been doing all of our negotiating.
He's not in the mental link.
We would have
In
yeah.
the metal link.
I guess Drobak would probably be the best person to just pass on.
Mhm. Or you can tell it to Kay and he can tell it to me in Elven.
Okay.
Yeah,
Both the
either.
K and the mental link.
Oh, I'll look over at Ara and Elvin ask her if that's a good deal based off of what they're saying.
Do I know how much?
Go ahead
You're
and give
basically
me
our wizard. Like that's why we keep asking you.
give
I
me
mean,
an
I'll
Arcana check, Ara.
I'll check as
Okay.
well since I hear
Okay.
it. Why not?
I wonder too,
Oh
because
no.
no, I didn't
Roll.
know Elvin as well.
Didn't roll great.
I would wonder how much a bottle of wine would cost here.
Why my Arcana check's always a 2? I cry.
I didn't roll great.
It's
It
Oh,
was at 8. It
3.
was an 18. Then it went to 4.
oh yeah. You guys think that it probably is a bargain. A bottle of wine, of good wine, probably 10 gold pieces.
Oh, easy. I'm definitely getting.
He's
So
like,
as I
oh, no problem.
I will get 6 bottles of wine for the table
Whoa!
whenever a bar lady comes around.
And
Big
she
stuff.
brings you
Hey.
your food and can take that order. And
I'll give her. Wait, how many is it? How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3,
6.
4,
6 including
5,
Raven.
6, including Raven. Yeah, and then I'll give her 6 gold as a tip.
All right.
I
Kid's like, I
will.
finally got money. I want to use it.
Exactly.
I
And
60.
will
after
pay for
a-
that. I'll buy that.
after she brings all that good wine, uh this guy comes over and he's like, "Oh, adventurers! Well, it's nice to see you. Mind if I sit down?"
Sure. Go ahead.
This time anyway.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had a really difficult day out in the fields. Boy, it was hot out there. Uh, did you work hard today, like I did?
No, not really. Mostly spent
Oh,
a lot of money.
oh, boy, yes, you were very fortunate then. I'm happy for you. It sure was rough. It was hot and dry out there.
Well, what are you drinking? That way you won't be thirsty.
And he goes, "Well, I wouldn't mind trying some of whatever you have there."
I'll kind of put my hand up and see if I can just get another bottle.
Oh, and she quick brings you another one.
Awesome. And I'll just hand him the bottle.
Ah, you're a good man. I normally don't discuss much with outlanders such as yourselves, but you, I could tell, you were a fine lot. Well, good luck to you. And he takes his bottle and he's heading out.
Well, that got rid of him pretty quick.
That was fast.
Like, Joe looks at you, and goes, honestly, I was about to give him my drink if he left.
Didn't he
And
just say, oh, he wouldn't tell anyone else, but he'd tell us, and then he just leaves?
Yeah, yeah.
and he
I wouldn't talk to other Outlanders, but you guys are great. Now I'm gonna
yeah,
fuck
you
off.
guys are good. He smelled of wine and spirits very
Figures.
much.
I didn't even need my elf nose to smell that.
No, there was no roll needed.
I'll look
So
over to Scottsdale and be like, "All right, for a lazy day of getting stuff and spending money," and I'll go to Cheers and then just take a swig of the wine.
excellent,
Uh,
excellent.
Cheers.
okay. I
Everyone though,
would.
like I was gesturing to everyone, all of us.
Yeah,
Not everyone
Joe
has to
makes
Cheers.
drink,
friends in,
obviously.
Cheers.
and then
So you're
Uh,
thinking that that's a pretty good deal that he's offering you.
I have that dagger to trade him, but I also have some more things to trade that I would be interested in trading if you have another item that I'm interested in.
okay.
Oh,
While they're doing that, I just grab 2 plates and place some food, and then I how to get bring one over to Scottsdale, and then I sit beside him so that I can help negotiate. Yeah.
oh,
There you go.
there you go.
And I go like, here's your food. Okay, what's the deal? And then I chomp up my food.
Told me he has
nice.
a sword that I'm looking for, and and I can give him my dagger, but he wants some more money on top of it.
For the sword?
Yeah.
Hmm. Wait, do you have it with you? Sir, what's your name?
Oh no, I would never carry such an item like that around.
Sure, we can get it in the morning from his shop, I'm sure. Seems
Absolutely.
like an upstanding guy. Take another
Mhm.
drink.
Can I do like an insight check?
Sure. What are you trying to determine?
I'll ask him again. How much is the sword again?
Oh, the the valued rare flame tongue sword?
Mm.
He says at least 5,500 gold pieces.
So much money.
And that's what I tried to insight check to see if he's being honest in the value, since I don't
Okay.
know the value of it. I got damn it. It's 8.
Oh,
Oh, you can't get a good read whether he's lying or telling the truth at all. You don't know.
Hmm.
it's okay. I think
I
I think he's a good guy. What do you think, Aura? He seems
I
pretty honest.
I I, I turned to Scott's again. I don't think I can trust him though. The way he looks.
Gosh, I feel like people judge me by the way I look, and that's just not fair.
That's
I,
right.
I can't do that to Wear Guard. Like, this has been nothing but helpful to us.
Overhearing
Okay,
this, I'll just say, Scottsdale, you don't have to buy anything tonight. You could buy it tomorrow.
there's that too. Where's
Sure.
your shop where gun?
Yeah, we're just having a conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's practically across the street from here. And since you're staying the night at this fine inn, we could even arrange to meet first thing in the morn.
Seems
Okay.
pretty fair.
Could
Seems
be
good to you,
Uh,
worthwhile.
Scottsdale?
Yeah.
after overhearing that, Dromek goes, "We might still be at these tables at morn." He says as he takes another drink of the wine.
Here,
And
here.
and
I
he
don't know,
calls
man.
out, Jael, Jael, these fine folk, they need rooms for the night. And she comes over and it's very pleasant smile and says, "Well, we have an abundance of rooms for those looking for the finer uh, accommodations. What tickles your fancy?"
I would like to get the blue room.
All right,
I say out loud.
Ara's down for the blue room. And Weregun says, "Oh, you're gonna love it. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go with the purple room.
you'll be like camouflaged in there. You'll
Exactly.
like a
I feel
chameleon."
like I'll be safer there because everyone knows we get attacked at night when we're sleeping.
Dromek goes, "I'll take the huntsman's room."
Ooh, yes, she says, I pegged you for that right away.
That obvious, huh?
It's
Oh,
just
we're
a
all
rat.
in our own rooms. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Uh, Raven looks over at you, Scottsdale.
You can sleep in the purple room with me.
She kind of like, kind of cocked her head a little bit, and then she's like, "Oh, I have my accommodations tonight," she says to Jahale as she asks. Kay, where do you want to stay?
Hmm. Let me see. Oh, jeez.
I see a kitty.
Well,
Me
there
and Raven
is.
always have a lot of fun.
Well, the Elven home sounds like a nice place to stay.
Oh, yes, it certainly is.
Hmm. And then there was Ninx.
So many
Yeah,
choices. I believe I will try the wizard study, please.
really? She looks surprised at you.
I am intrigued to see if you have any interesting books inside there.
I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised.
You need to read a good book. And I hand him mine with 7 pages in it.
He'll just,
It
he'll
takes
just
a
like,
while to get through, but it's a real page turner.
he'll just look at it and like speedily like read everything. He's like, all right, done.
Whoa, that was quick.
The pictures that are in it, it goes
They're
pretty quick.
very descriptive.
He points out Waldo on every page.
Yeah,
There's a lot of rage behind the images.
I'd like to think half the page is like the page number, so you just see a giant one at the bottom.
So the waitress actually brings you over each key, and then she goes over to the board and she marks each one of the rooms that you've taken as no longer available.
We haven't talked to Tora today, did we?
No,
Did I recognize just with if I didn't, it's fine. But with is she an elf or
she's
is
a
it just?
halfling.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell just because of her ears,
Yeah.
and she's actually bigger than some of these other people.
Sorry, sorry.
No, it's fine. I just wasn't
So,
sure.
You're so cool, you want to show it off.
aw. Wait, so
Huh?
what rooms are
What?
Available.
Um, I mean, about half of them are taken, but all of them that you guys are going to want, I'll have available to you guys, since I didn't decide ahead of time which ones were taken.
I was very tempted to take the most expensive one just because why not?
You were gonna, because you've been
The
in a
Emperor.
changeling form lately. Like nothing's worked out. So I kind of figured you would take the royalty room and then just change yourself into like the lord. You could have it to really work out your issues alone, you know?
He's
Just
actually
sits in
kind
his
of
throne.
he saw Wizard's Room and he's like, oh, I might be able to get some good information there because he loves any sort of intelligence or any knowledge he can find. So why not?
Excellent. Um, we're we're getting close to the end. Let's see, what can we do here? How about uh this guy goes and gets his friend and they come over and they're gonna challenge they're local boys and they're gonna challenge um you guys. Is there two of you that want to try a knife throwing contest?
Well, that sounds right up y'all's alley.
I look at
Oh.
Nix and go, I think they're talking to you.
Sure, why not?
All right,
You
right
want to do
this
it,
way.
Dromac? You want to be the other one, Dromac?
Dromac kind of looks at the other guy and goes, I guess I'll come over here and make sure my friend is kicking your ass properly.
They get a kick out of that. They enjoy that. Yes. Um, so we're going to there's buckets that have darts and knives and even hatchets, and you rules are you have to stand behind this line here and use only their provided knives, and everyone gets 3 throws, and we're gonna say basically we're going to divide your end roll by 5, and you're going to get as many points as you get for your throw for 3 times, and then we'll see who wins. So like if you rolled a 25, you'd get 5 points for that toss. Does that make sense?
Okay. So I assume
Okay.
we're rolling a D100 then.
No, we're gonna roll 20-sideds.
How do you? Okay.
With
Well,
your
How do we
because
get
you're
a
gonna,
point?
bonus.
yeah, you're gonna add
Oh,
your
okay, gotcha,
bonuses.
gotcha. I understand.
So
I'll let Dromac go first.
okay, Dromac is up first.
I'll just kind of look at the two and be like, I'll let the real hunter here show us what how it goes.
Show us
So
how a real hunter does it.
He's an excellent hunter.
Dromac kind of like walks over and like looks at you because you said it's knives, hatchets, and darts.
Yeah, but we're in a knife throw. We're gonna do the knife throwing.
Yeah, so he pulls out the three knives and walks over and he goes, I'm gonna do like Nix taught me. He turns around, he Starts trying to toss it.
All right.
So it's a what kind of what am I adding to it?
You would add your dexterity and your proficiency.
Yeah.
Right, so that first one isn't too bad. So that would be six. So that'd be 18. Write this down quick.
18. So you would get 3 points for that.
All right. And here's the second toss. That'll be 16.
16. So 3 more. So you're at 6. Final toss.
And there's the final toss. And he's gonna be a little bit cocky. He's gonna look at the guy and smile and like throw it. Well, it's not without even looking.
Oh, the no look throw. So I'm going to give you a minus 2.
Alright. So 16 plus 6, that'll be 22 minus 2 would be
So
20.
4 points. So you scored 10. All right.
Nice.
So
Not bad.
what's
Not
this
bad.
guy?
Yeah.
This
I
guy's
just
got
I look at Nix and go, I know you're gonna do better than that, but I had to at least look good. He says as he walks past Nix.
All right, we're gonna say this guy's got a +4 just for fun, and let's see what he gets. His first roll. Ooh, he barely gets on the board with 1 point, and his buddy's like, "Oh, there you go, there you go," and he scores 4 there, so he's got a total of 5,
That's more like it.
and his final throw. Ooh, we're gonna give him 2 for that. All right. So it's 10-7. The local boys are losing, so he's gonna go first. We're gonna say he's a little better. We're gonna give him a +5 instead of a +4.
So they have 7. We have 10.
Yes.
Okay.
+5, so he gets 4 points on that one. Very nice toss.
It's just gonna be like this though.
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow.
A 5-point shot, and he looks over at Nix with a big smile after that one.
It's 9 points. That dude's a boss so far.
And here's his final toss. Oh no.
Oh,
He-
let's go.
he-
Both
he's
extremes.
so
Misses the board.
he's so cocky he misses the board.
Ooh.
That's great.
Damn.
Yeah.
He
You know
thought he
what?
had it.
You know what they say: the dice
Uh-huh.
giveth and the dice taketh away.
Right. So how many points do we need to get?
It's 16-10 with a round of drinks on the line here.
Oh, okay.
That's not easy. I have faith,
I'll
Phil.
kind of I'll just sit there and I'll like flip the knife up and down just to kind of get used to the weight for a second.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna grab 2 in my one hand and 1 in the other, and I'm gonna kind of do like it'll all be like one motion. Then I'll go 1, 2, 3, like all in a line,
Whoa. Sweet.
Oh,
just to
there you
show off
go.
a little bit.
I mean, you throw knives all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this is his bread and butter.
So I got a
Damn.
20,
That's it.
an 18, and a 26.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh,
20
man.
is 4, and a 18 is 3, and a
26.
26 is 5. So yeah, you had him beat even before the last one hits right in the center. And and these guys are like, wow, that's some good throwing, and they recognize what a good job you did, and they buy you to the next round.
I know, just just after we like shake hands, I'll just be like, yeah, I kind of do this very often, and I'll make one of the ethereal daggers like show up in my hand and throw it at the target, so it'll just go think, hit the target and disappear.
Go for it.
Watch, this is gonna be the terrible one too.
Hell yeah. Natural.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
gonna say this is gonna be like
18.
natural one.
18's not
Oh
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
18.
No, 18,
Yeah, there
real
you go.
good hit. And these guys are enjoying talking with you about your knife throwing ability, and they're gonna actually buy you an extra round and swap stories of
Very
other
nice.
things that you've done and have a good time with you that night.
And before we
Awesome.
leave, I buy everybody like Dromek would buy like everybody a really expensive round of like a glass of whiskey, like some kind of glass of liquor.
Sure, sure. If I knew anything about alcohol, I could tell you what that would be. But yeah, I'm sure you get them a good one there. And yeah, this place goes, well after midnight. But before we end, your gal does show up and give you a very nice little mouse-sized studded leather armor.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, like and I fit it to Remy and like where Dromek kind of looks at Remy and looks at the girl, looks at Remy, looks at the girl, and like is giving her that look of like he hates it. And then like this last minute goes, "You are a craftswoman of the ages."
It's gonna be harder to step on now.
And
And he's gonna
are
be
you
clanking
gonna
around
no,
a little bit.
are you gonna
no.
show everybody his outfit?
I'm gonna show everybody, and then I'm gonna walk over to the Joanne's gonna be a little cocky. He's gonna walk over to the line again, where the knife throwing is going on.
Oh,
Yes,
That's awesome.
yes.
cute.
He's he's gonna walk over to the line again, and like hold out his hand and druidcraft Remy a little bow, and just go knock him dead as he gives him like 3 of the little arrows.
Oh, sweet. Give Remy 3 shots.
I gotta pull up Remy's little stamp thing too.
He stands right on your shoulder and lines up 3 shots.
Oh.
So cute.
Small
You can improve his armor class by 1 too, by the way.
will do. First shot. Oh wow, first shot's really good.
Nice.
It is. It's loading. I'm gonna say I'm adding Dex to it, or
Yeah, dex and proficiency.
so that would be. So that'll be 19 plus 22 to hit.
All right, so that's 4 points.
He's gonna do the second shot. Get it would be. So that'd be 21 to hit.
Another 4 points. He's leading all marksmen here.
And then
Hey.
right off the bat, that's a 20, not natural hit.
And 4 more. So oh, he tied Nyx for the best
Yeah.
Ooh.
3.
Yeah. And then he looks over at Nix and goes, "You still think I'm insane?"
Absolutely.
He starts
Actually.
laughing. He starts laughing as Remy just. I'm guessing he's like looking like he's just like looking proud, just petting Remy.
Remy's badass.
All right, we're gonna leave with a teaser here for next week. So as the night winds down and everyone heads up to see what their rooms are like, um, Nyx, you enter your room and uh, it is it looks like a wizard's workshop. It's so decked out, and unfortunately, the books aren't all highly specialized, but they are full of stories of wizards and such. And it's got like a alchemy kit there and a scribe's kit, so you can like pretend to be a wizard for a day kind of thing. It's even got some robes and some pointy hats and such. But as you walk in, you notice there's a small dark droplet on the floor about 3 feet in front of the door. As you close the door behind you, you see this.
Okay. Interesting.
What do you do?
Would I know what that is or recognize it at all?
Um,
It's always Ninks alone in a room.
Yeah.
you're
The
not
last
really
time
sure.
this
You
happened.
just see a small drop, about the size of like a fingertip kind of thing, just
Okay.
on the wooden floor there.
I guess I'll move to look at it. Approach it.
Oh,
And it's a viscous and it's viscous consistency and a dark color.
Can I look up to the ceiling to see if it's
Sure,
dropping from somewhere?
it definitely is not.
I I don't even know what I would do with that. I just kind of look at it and see if it would if I would recognize anything about it, but just be strange. Just kind of look at it, be like, huh, that's weird.
To investigate it, I mean, you'd have to touch it or try to move it or
Can
you'd have to
you said I
interact
have
with it.
like there's like flasks and stuff. Can I like
Yeah,
put one of the vials over top of it and then kind of like do one of those that you like squish it in without actually touching it? I just have the vial, so I like put the vial over it and then I kind of like try and like scoop it into there
yeah, you can try that.
and then
And go ahead and give me a dex check, or if you have sleight of hand, you can use that.
ooh, wow, that was not great at all. Uh,
Ooh.
yeah,
just
10. I rolled terribly there.
Uh, you know what? I'm gonna say with a roll that bad,
Wait, can I
you
use my inspiration? Can I use any like
but
DM inspiration on it?
after 10 o'clock at night, I'm saying no one
Oh,
can use inspirations. It's too late.
Aw.
Oh,
You actually get a little bit on your finger, and it
oh,
stains
okay.
your finger, and
it's
you
poop.
And now I die.
start to see like some lights flashing,
Oh, great.
and everything gets like uh like darker around the outsides of your vision and closes in till it's like a small tunnel. And
Good.
the last thing you hear before everything goes black
It's Raven laughing next door. Oh.
is a familiar voice, and it goes ha 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 before you crash to the floor.
It's always me.
Excellent.
And
Oh
we'll
no,
leave
Nick, no.
tonight at that.
Oh boy, here we
no,
go.
my
Oh
little
no.
buddy.
Honestly, I didn't even like Neeks that much, really.
Yeah?
Fuck him.
Are people still in the mental link when that happens?
No,
No, no,
it would have
no.
gone.
This is pretty
Oh
late into
It
the
was
night.
no.
only that one was only up for 2 hours.
Oh
It's long
no.
gone after the night of revelry you guys had.
I'm pretty sure he would have automatically dropped it when he saw me carrying Raven over my shoulders up to the purple room. He would have been
Oh
like,
God.
done.
Again,
hang up.
unless you're specifically like narrating what you're gonna do to Raven up there, you don't.
You know Scottsdale? Do you know Scottsdale? He would
It's true.
absolutely be doing that on purpose. Like he
He'd
would.
ask
We
your
all know he
opinion.
would.
See, I
He'd be
see
asking
now.
your opinion.
Now I just wanna put the link up when he does do that, but with like some random person that we don't know. Just so they're like, what is going?
Oh, the person would be like, "What is this?" All right. Well, great time. I hope everyone had fun
Oh,
tonight. We're gonna sign off. Mike, are you there to end the
Yes, of
stream?
course, and we're gonna go
All right.
raid. Let's go raid
Oh,
somebody.
let's go
All
raid
right, so
somebody.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna
Thanks
turn.
for
The
watching,
raid.
everybody.
Yes, I'm gonna turn off the view here, but we're gonna go raid some people.
Gang, gang.
Let's go.
Thank you guys.
You.
Have a
Nixon's
great
about
night.
to die, Setiwap says.
Yeah, yeah.
No.